Hey, top of the morning, top of the evening, top of the night, whatever time zone you are on, we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hey,
Happy
welcome
New Year
everyone.
AM is here.
2019.
2019. This is how we do it.
This is how it. Oh, you probably made me go back, Carissa. Think about old days.
Here, let me
Soup
turn it
Bone in the
up.
house. Hey,
Hey,
Soup Bone.
Supo.
Hey, Supone.
Hey. Yeah, so what's happening tonight is I usually have my music on first. I had started doing that lately. However, we know YouTube likes to come with the strikes and the flags and things of that nature. So what's going to happen is this right here. Uh Top of the morning, top of the night to the people in the bushes, to the people incognito. What's up?
Incognito.
What's up? What's up? What's up with it? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Just don't come with no foolishness on here because I
Merry
love
New Year. Merry New
That's
Year.
right. That's right.
New Year. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Hey, Supo. Hey, let me say hey to the chat. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. How you
Hello.
doing?
Hey, everybody in the bushes and out of the bushes.
Hi.
John
Mm,
Q in the house.
Hey.
what's up with it? Did you get your channel yet, John? Did you get your channel? Did you get your channel? Why? What's up?
Big Y.
Mhm.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
okay, so the first song that you hear tonight will be the group I'm a part of called Alto Love. Okay, the song is called
Yay.
What's This Thing Called Love. So tonight, because I know my music that I'm a part of is not
Don't be
gonna get
flagging your
copyright.
own music now, Kerensz.
Exactly.
Right, we starting with Alto Love stuff tonight because YouTube can't be throwing no copyright strikes down on that one.
They
So
sure can't.
working on it. Okay,
Hello, King Big. King Big
King
said he in the
King
building.
Big Baby.
Well,
What's up, King?
King Big Baby.
how you doing? Hi. How you
Mhm.
doing? We gonna get down tonight. We gonna get down tonight after the music.
Yeah,
But I
after
had
the
to
night I had
explain.
last night, I need some positivity and some fun. King Bit was
All
Okay.
there.
right,
King Bit was
good.
there for me.
That's what I'm saying. King Big is a king for real.
He
He
sure
be
is.
down with it. He really do.
He could be
Yes, he
my YouTube
does.
husband.
So what I'm getting ready to do, like I said tonight, I'm starting off with Alto Love. That's the group I'm a part of. I got to start off with the group music tonight because I know it's not gonna get copyright strike. And I want to tell YouTube, and I did talk to them. I'm going into my Shanae voice on Friday. I want to tell YouTube, get the stepping. I need you to back up. The door gonna close right
Right.
about now. I wanted to, but I
Yes,
couldn't
King
do
Bit.
it.
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I'm better now.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's all good in the
I'm gonna
hood.
be all right. I'm gonna be all right. I'm
All
on
good in the hood.
a
It's all
way
good.
better
It's
attitude
all good
today.
in this neighborhood.
That's right.
And you need to understand, like I said,
My
Corinne's
sister's with me here.
Cause when they
like
go low, we go
I
high.
said, Corinne will block
Yep.
and Corinne will sue.
Okay.
What would Corinne do over here? Block
Sue
you and a
and
Bring on the
somebody to
paperwork.
sue you.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it at all. People, some people assume that they know what they know. That's fine and dandy, but some of us, because we associate with attorneys or different stuff like that, we may know a little bit more or have more privy to some stuff. That's what I'm about. That networking. That yeah, if you go network the right way.
Okay.
Network on some judges who can help you. Network on some attorneys who can help you. Network on some doctors or somebody who can help you for it. Yeah, that's the way you network. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So with that being said, we doing good. With that being said, like I said, I'm gonna start off with Alto Love. The song you will be hearing tonight from the group that I'm a part of called Alto Love, and no, I'm not leading this song. I just be on background vocals. Is What's This Thing Called Love? That's what we got to start with tonight, because YouTube be trying to take you down on some copyright for people music. Goodness. So that's what I got to start off with tonight. Y'all ready to hear this music by my group?
Yes, we are. We are
Not
ready.
ready. Want to hear? Here I go. You go ahead. Here it
Yes,
is.
we've been waiting on this.
Yes, I go. Yes, I go. Yes, I go. Mm. Close that. All up in my face. It's all up in my face.
Mhm.
I opened up a window. I'm like, this window is all in my face. It's all in my.
Okay. I hope everybody had great holidays.
Yeah, did y'all have a great
Now
holiday?
we got it.
Let me
Now we
get.
got to exercise and get all this extra food off of us.
I know
I
that's
still got a turkey leg laying in my stomach now. I feel it.
Woo! I got something
Yeah.
for you, Miss Lisa.
I need it. I need it. I need it.
So, fight for fight.
we need to do
I
a
can't say too much,
cleanse.
though. I can't say too much.
Do a
Huh?
challenge, a cleanse challenge.
Oh, we got some stuff coming. We got some
Yeah.
stuff
Okay.
coming.
Yeah.
But you know how I'm gonna do it, AM and Miss Letha. Y'all already
Mm,
know what.
yes. Yes.
So here we go. I'm gonna start right. Uh. Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna start right with mine. Once again, this song is by Alto Love. The group I'm a part of is called What's This Thing Called Love. I'm starting with the group's music tonight because YouTube has, I have 17. The last live I did for Christmas, I had 17 copyright strikes for that live using, and I only had 20 songs with 17 copyright strikes for using music. So I'm gonna start off with my group's music tonight. That's what we're going to do.
So we are getting ready to listen to Kerensz's group. We've been waiting on this.
I can't see the chat right yet, but I'll be back in there in a moment.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love.
All right now.
But it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is. What's this thing they call love? This thing must make me smile. Yet only for a while. What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing they call love? What's this thing they call love?
That sounds good.
They call love. What's this thing they call love? You said you loved me, so why did you go when the air is lonely and the old is over and the V is fixed? Then the E is safe. The L, the O, V. What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing? What's this thing they call love? What's this thing they call love? What's this thing they call love? Oh, you said you loved me. You said that you love me more. You said you can, and always be there. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. L-E-O-V-E, but it's not love. The L-E-O-V-E.
That's straight jumping, Kerensz.
V-E, L-E-O, the V, the E.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to replay that one more time. Pull it back. Pull it back. One more time, Kerensz. One more time. I love that. Hello, caller.
Okay, hi. Okay, hi, Carla. It's beautiful. How are you?
That song is. You need to play that one more time, Kerensz. I don't think they got it.
Personal song.
Please.
Okay, it's my group personal song. My best friend, one of my best friends, Tamika Gaines, wrote the song you just heard. I'm on background vocals. So in the summertime when I did that one live, I don't know if I told y'all when we were singing for an hour. This is one of the songs we were singing. They wanted us to do twice, even there at the event.
Yes.
They wanted us to run this back again.
I want you to run it back again.
We had to do this twice. And what happens is when we go live, I'm not just only doing background. I start ad-libbing behind her. So when you hear "When the Air Was Lonely," then I come in and I'm shadowing her whenever we go live. It's a totally different feel when we sing this live.
Well, it had me feeling some type of way, so you need to pull it back again.
All the way turn. Okay, so once again, they want to pull it for the people in the bushes and the people that's what. This is my group that I'm part of, ALTO Love. They want me to run the song back again, so I'm gonna run it back again.
Pull it back. Pull it back. Had me feeling some type of way. Especially when it said this is LOVE. Yeah, pull it back.
I'm gonna run this back again.
What's love got to do with it anyway?
Everything. Everything.
That's okay.
Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Love has everything to
That's
do with
it.
So for the people that's wondering what's she doing, for the people that's in the bushes, y'all know how it regularly flow because y'all be here regularly. I'm gonna run my song back from my group, ALTO Love again, because number one, it's not gonna get copyright flagged.
Okay.
YouTube can't copyright flag the song or the part of the group I'm in because they don't own the rights to the song.
That's right.
Copyright strike.
I'll be like, you know what? I'll be on the phone with the matter of fact. I'll be like, YouTube, you need to know I'm going live with you on YouTube right here, right now. for copyrighting the song from a group that I'm a part of.
That's it.
You know, don't nobody on here own the right to this song right here.
Okay.
I wish a YouTuber would.
Hey, speaking of owning copyrights to the song, shout out to Chris Brown for owning his own copyrights to his own music. That's how you do it. Shout out Chris Brown.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
Smart young black man.
Smart.
Round of applause.
And he done learn. I hope he done learn how to keep his hand off folks, and so he doing good.
Well, you know what, Miss Letha, he was a teenager then.
Yes, he was.
I'm not justifying.
And he was publicized, so
we all make mistakes, and he paid.
Yes.
I'm not justifying what he did, but what I have told these females is this, because she hit him first.
Yeah,
that's right.
Even my female daughter, and we gonna go right back to that song. If you gonna put your hands on a man, you better be prepared to fight like a man.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
You better be prepared to square up and fight like a guy. You cannot just be putting your hand on a man.
I agree, because my son, I have daughters.
No, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
I grew up with a brother. He made sure we knew how to block them punches. He used to be like, swing out.
and also, even if you be prepared, but if a man put his hand on a woman, he a punk.
You better. Now, like I said, even with his situation, he just didn't start, hitting her. He was driving and she was hitting him, and then he hit her back.
And then she spit in his face. They told, they did. They told their story. Yeah, that's true.
Ladies, men are naturally stronger than women. They have more muscle mass.
Right.
And we're going to show something else tonight, too,
Okay.
when we get off into some other topics.
That's right.
Oh, we're going to show Mr. Disrespectful snatching on a African-American woman at McDonald's. We going
That's
there
right.
tonight, too. We're going to
That's
show
right.
that.
That's
We're
right.
going to hit that defamation of character lawsuit, too.
Okay.
We going there tonight.
Right.
Okay.
But women, don't put your hand. Don't do
That's
that.
right, King Bit.
If you're not prepared to square up with a man, don't put your hand on a man.
King Bit said he can't hit a woman even if she hits him.
Right.
So you a man, King Bit.
That's
Wait a minute. Hold on, King Bit. I know a plenty men that got killed. So
Right.
don't you better protect yourself. Don't just let no woman hit you now.
But see,
No.
like, I teach, my kids the
In
same
my
thing.
state of
My
Michigan,
son, I
from
tell him,
Michigan,
don't touch no girl.
my state, Michigan, yeah, I know some sisters who killed some men, and a lot of them don't. No.
Well, in other words, you better treat it just like that. If women do, call the police, get it on record, and
Refrain
protect
her.
yourself.
Refrain
That's
her.
right.
It's a way
Restrain
to
her.
refrain a woman
Right.
without hitting her. It's a way to
Right.
refrain a woman. It's a way to put her on lockdown.
Mhm.
That's right.
Because when I was fighting them boys, here's the thing, and this my past. Yeah, I was a fighter. I stayed kicked out of school for a reason. Fighting. I wasn't gonna fight too many girls. I was fighting boys too, just fight. But I used to fight the guys. It's like they used to try to wrestle me, but even in that, I knew something about wrestling. So it was like, you're not just ready to get me down like that. And it's not gonna be no
Right.
It's not gonna take down.
And
No
I
quick
had
take
no
down.
siblings.
Don't quick take down over here.
Right.
And it was like, because my best friend brothers wrestled, and so they used to wrestle us down to the ground all the time, coming along. So you learn how to. And I don't know. I used to always have some guy up against the thing by his neck. That used to be like, I used to go straight for that neck, like.
Okay.
You just get
That's
ready.
it.
You ain't
That's
get ready to just whoop my behind.
Yep, you hit him in that neck. You damn near controlling me.
It's going down. I was taught, pop that nose, take him off balance, and go to work.
Hit him up high, hit him down low. You got him.
Go to work. But we're just talking about protecting yourself. As adults, we should not be putting our hands on people.
I do not condone fighting.
I'm going to say it to myself again. As adults, we should not be putting our hands on people. However, if you feel threatened,
Whip that ass. Whip that ass.
That's right. That's right, A.L. That's it. What? You heard him. And I didn't even have to say it.
oh my gosh. If you feel threatened, handle your business.
That's right.
Your business. Okay, so here we go. I'm running back. The name of my group again is the group that this particular group I'm in, because I was in several groups. It's called ALTO Love. The name of the song they wanted to hear again is What's This Thing Called Love? So let me run it back. Take this back to the beginning.
AM, we got this song, right?
Yep.
Okay, we may have to explain a few things while the song playing.
Yeah. Okay, y'all got the song. Y'all know what it means. I'm gonna sit back and let y'all do some explaining.
Okay.
All right. Lucy got some explaining to do.
I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know what it is.
She said she don't know what it is.
They
But
call
it's not love.
I know how that feels.
This thing was
Hmm.
made to smile.
I think we all ladies been through that.
Hmm. Sure. What's love got to do with it?
This thing,
Exactly.
what's this thing? What's this thing?
Sometimes love comes in different kind of looking packages, and you be like,
What's
that
this
is not what
thing?
it's
That's
supposed to look
right.
like.
What's this
That's
thing?
right, Carla. I'm a loving Americana.
Good.
Hi, Joanna. Hello.
They call love.
Welcome.
What's this thing they call
Welcome to the
love?
Leadership
I'm not
School.
no lover and I'm not no bully, but I don't do bullshit.
Right.
You said you loved
That's
me,
right. I'm not a bully, but I
so
don't
why
do
did
bullshit.
you go when
Yeah.
the hell is lonely
This is Kerenza's group, everybody. Just a reminder. The
over?
one and only Kerenza, Alto Love.
Is it
Y'all better listen to this song, Ladies.
extreme? The LDO,
By the
the
way,
what's this
I'm the
thing?
Medea of the group.
What's this thing? What's this thing they call love? What's this thing they call love? What's this thing they call love?
I'm doing hair.
Oh, you said you love me.
Look at all that hair.
You said you love me
Oh, he
more.
said he love you. Listen now.
If you can
Still got conditioner in here.
be there.
He said he would be there. He lied.
It's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. I don't know
Know
what
what
it
it
is,
is, but it's not love. That's
I don't
right.
know what it is,
It's
but it's not.
lust. That's what it
Yo,
is.
People always think lust is the same as love.
yo.
Sometimes lust is good.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Sometimes it's bad, but sometimes it's good.
It's usually good before it's bad.
That's right.
The E.
If you lusting. Look at Carissa. She's like, what is y'all talking about?
Miss Lita.
I'm
Miss
talking about,
Lita, Miss Lita, since
huh?
you the Madea up here, lust is
Uh,
never good. Lust never
and
leads to
lust
a
is
good
good if you
husband.
married and you
No.
lusting with your
No,
mate.
you ain't
If
even
you
supposed to be
lusting with your
lusting after your
mate.
husband. You ain't even
Yeah.
No,
supposed to be lusting after your husband. That's yours. That's supposed to belong to you.
but see, that just keep
No,
it hot when you
no need.
lusting from it.
No,
It just
it
keep
don't
it
even keep
real.
it hot.
See, we
Lust don't keep
role
it
play. You
hot.
got to role play. That's another
Miss Lita.
channel. I'm
That's
finna be
another
quiet.
look. That's
That's
Alicia
another channel.
Cunningham's night talk.
No, because lust opens up the door for you to lust after somebody else. That's why I say lust is not good. Love is good.
Well, you know, in
Keep
the
it,
beginning, you meet
keeping the
someone.
fire,
But
keeping
I
the
think,
fire and the fame
but
is
I
good.
think it's
But
okay for you to
when
lust
we
for your
when we
man.
talk
I
about
think it's just keep it real. You
the
lusting for him. That means you
word
still
for
got that
lust,
fire and desire for him.
terminology for lust. Look at the
That's
terminology
right.
for lust. Look at the word what lust means. It's okay for you to
That's
still
laughing.
admire, to get the butterflies in your
That's what
stomach,
I mean.
stuff like that. But lust,
Ooh wee. The
lust get you
butterflies.
Well,
what in trouble.
Wow.
Carissa, I'm telling
Lust
you.
is spirit. No, no.
So you said you think it's wrong to lust for your man?
You don't need to be lusting after your husband and he
If that
belongs to
thing
you.
laying on that couch look like a chocolate drop and I can't lust for him,
No, you don't have to lust after what's yours.
I don't have to, but I want.
Okay to want it. Wait a minute. It's okay to be in heat for your husband, for your
Okay,
spouse.
but that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Okay, that's what I
You
mean.
you
Yeah, heat.
lusting.
Yeah, okay. I say
No,
heat
it's okay to be
because
in heat.
lusting mean you don't have them. You
Okay.
wanting it.
You
Okay,
better
okay. I
what?
got you.
I got
Okay,
it.
I'll be in heat. Okay, I'll be in heat then. He laying on that couch, look like a chocolate drop. I'm in heat.
Okay.
I'm in the heat.
Listen, man, I'm sorry we had to go this way. I'm like, hold on.
I saw your mouth when the song go. You going,
He's like,
no,
I'm
Miss
sorry.
Lisa, no. Hold up. I read your lips.
Flag up. I threw the flag up like, cut it. Listen, Murder.
Okay. Well, I'll
Listen,
take that
Murder.
back. I'll say
Listen, Murder.
I'll be in heat for him.
It's just
Okay.
semantics. Let's just call it
No,
semantics.
I stand corrected on that since you complain. Okay, I'll be in heat
you
for him.
better look up the
Okay.
word lust. the
Okay.
original word for look. Go deep when you looking up lust.
Yeah, yeah, okay, you're right. Because lust mean that you wanted something that you don't have.
Unbridled
Okay,
lust is
okay,
unbridled control. It's an
okay,
unbridled control.
okay.
You start to some uncontrollable things when you start getting into lust.
No,
Yeah.
they tell you to lead King Big. You the man. You got to give us your point of view on it.
He said, "Time to leave. Don't leave."
No, he ain't gonna lead. He better try to give a man input on it. Y'all lusted. I mean, y'all he have to be. You know what I'm talking about.
Miss Letha, you're not a man. They probably like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. You're not no man.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I have finally come to realize that men and women don't think the same. I
They
have
don't.
They
finally
don't.
came to realize that they don't.
They don't.
And it
But
took me
y'all ready?
56, 55 years to realize that they don't think the same
Miss
than women.
Miss Letha, when you was little, what did you know? It didn't take you 55 years. You got to subtract some of them years.
No, I ain't. I'm telling the truth. I didn't know nowhere.
Them
It took
kid,
me.
them,
Okay,
them
okay.
kid
It took
years, them
me.
kid years didn't count. Kid
Okay,
years didn't count.
I'm
Kid.
gonna subtract. It took me 50 years to realize that. Not 55.
Okay.
50.
So
50.
so at 5, you started beginning to comprehend and understand.
Okay, okay. Let me take something off of that. 18. Well, shit.
King Bitch, though, he's single. So.
We gonna do the plug for King Bit. We gonna do the
Okay.
plug for King Bit. King Bit is single.
He
King
is
Bit is
single. He
single.
works hard, and he's really
Yes.
single.
King
Yes.
is single, ladies. He's single. He's not with
That
the
man work
foolishness
hard.
though.
And he's a good man.
He's not with the foolishness though. So
No.
everybody can't come and try to swoop up King Bit.
Right.
And plus, King Big got some Charlie's Angels that go full throttle for him. Don't think you finna use them
Right.
either, booze.
That's
Mm-mm.
right.
Mm-mm.
We'll become part of the most snatching tribe and just pull up snatching people.
That's it. Just like that.
Right.
Let me stop. Let me not revert back to my old years.
I swear, I got excited.
Let me not go down that road. Let me not go
I want to congratulate Letha because she is smoke free. She is not smoking cigarettes no more. I want to say congratulations, Letha. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, AL.
Congratulations to Miss Letha. She been clean from smoking cigarettes for a few days.
Thank y'all
Round,
very much. Very, very much. And
round
it
of
is
applause.
hard. It's still hard.
Yeah.
Round of applause. You can do
That's
it.
right. Mm-hmm. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. That's
Mind
right.
over matter. Health
That's right.
over death. Health over death.
That's
Mind
right. That's right. Hey, John Q said he's single too. While we try to plug King Big, he in here too.
Okay, John.
Okay, John.
Showing his
We're going to
plug.
have a special live one of these days for these single men and women.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Time out. That's gonna be on AM's channel.
That's right. That's it.
Or Miss
That's right.
Letha's channel. That's gonna be on A channel. I ain't
Yeah.
even nobody would know. You know what? I did that years ago, and I thought the people were great. They did work out, and then they be coming back looking at you, and then they pull you in, and they be like, "He doing this, she doing that." I ain't doing that no more. I was like, I cut the umbilical
We'll make
cord.
our disclaimer. Now we just give you the tools. How you work them tools, that's up to you.
Umbilical cord. It was like Kerensz. No. Nobody else.
But y'all know the dating world is different out here now.
I
It's
know.
man, I can't hang with it.
Know how to do it.
No, yes, it's weird.
Can I go into my next song? Can I go into the
Yes,
next song?
ma'am.
Now, this is not a song written by me. This is a song I'm gonna slide in because usually I always start off with other people's music. But due to, like I said, YouTube copyright striking me 17 times in the last live that I did for playing 20 different songs.
Bye, Joanna. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, yeah, bye, Joanna. It's always good when you stop through.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm getting ready to go into somebody else's song because you know I like music over here. Hold on. Music is what I love. That's one of the things that I love. So I'm going
we
back.
We do have a hot topic for tonight, but it'll be after.
Oh, we do. We got some serious topics tonight. We're gonna discuss some suicide tonight. We're gonna discuss some defamation of character lawsuits tonight. And I'm gonna work J for K into that. For the people out here, you better be careful with that. Like for real, you better be real careful. Yeah, for people who came up with all these lies on people, family members pertaining to Kanika Jenkins. I'm gonna show you why again tonight. You don't want to do that. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Yeah, we're gonna go there.
Shouldn't it be J for J?
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
That's my daughter. Make it feel annoying.
You said I'd keep you satisfied here. So tell me why you go over there. I can't see you when I want to. We don't do the things we want.
I like this. Is this y'all too, Kerensz?
That's beautiful.
It is.
Yes.
From the wall strikes me.
Father Maya, he is this song right now.
Telling me if it's pleasure that you're seeking, then your secrets, they are keeping us apart. And I don't want to be caught in the middle, baby, of a freeway love. Yeah.
Hey, you better say it.
Don't put me in the middle, baby.
I'm too fly. Hello.
I'm too fly. Hello.
Yeah. 'Cause don't you know that three is a crowd?
Three is a crowd. Hey.
I always tell my kids that.
Hey. Three is a crowd.
You don't know what it's like to be me.
Hey. That hurt me when she said that.
I know.
If I'm unsure of your intentions, it's 'cause you always there where we stand. Oh, does anybody know what went wrong?
Do anybody know?
We break up this happy home. I've tried so many times, but now it's starting to draw the line.
This is not gonna have me crying. This song is not gonna have me crying. Do you hear me?
No.
I refuse.
Freeway love.
Hey, I'm not doing no three-way. No kind of way.
I don't put me in the middle. My freeway love.
I'm too greedy.
Me too. I'm too selfish. I'm selfish.
I got my pride, just like
She said she got her pride.
I give you all of my love, and darling, you put it
Open
on.
mind. How you doing? Open mind.
What more can I need? I give you all of me, darling.
Y'all better go get y'all some wine, a Coca-Cola, a cup of coffee, or something on this song.
Promise me, baby, we can work it out without a doubt.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Baby, I need you. I want you.
She said she needed him and she wanted him.
When I need somebody to talk to.
Hey.
To listen. When I need some friend. Some help me through the thick of there. When I'm not alone. I need somebody
Oh, build me up.
I need someone that will cover
Hey, Happy New Year to you too, K.A. Lindsay in the house.
Happy New Year.
Mm, mm. Y'all know love is beautiful. It really is. Mm, mm, mm. That made me weak.
All right now.
Carissa, you held back on that now. That's the first time you just shared that with us. I need that link too. I need that song.
Don't worry. Be
When I
happy.
think I'm cute and ride around in the car, I'm gonna blow that.
I
Miss
How
love
Letha.
was
you,
it go?
Letha. I love you
Okay,
too.
that was Malira. You guys
Huh?
have to remember Malira. I want to go outside in the rain. That was her. Her
Yeah.
stuff was the jam. The
Oh, I
19-year-old when
didn't
she came
know.
out in the 90s, Malira, that was
No.
19-year-old. You have to remember
Yes.
Malira. Malira was the first Showtime at the Apollo. That
Oh,
was
Yes.
their first artist. That's her. That's
Oh.
Malira.
I remember
Well,
Okay?
Showtime at
That's
the
I'm gonna need you to
Apollo.
put
Malira.
that in the link
Hmm.
or in the
Okay,
hangout or
open
something.
mindedness is here. Hey, open mindedness, fly. What's up, fly? Open mindedness.
I
What's
want to
up?
hear
Okay,
Shanice, I love your smile when
Ka and her stuff copyrighted too, but I'm gonna slide her
oh
in too.
oh okay.
Yeah, yeah, with the flash. Like I said, I was being slick. I was
Okay.
being yeah. I'm testing the waters tonight.
Mm.
I'm testing the waters tonight. Okay, to the men in the bushes, and you know who I'm talking to. 313. 313. Okay, and to the people like Fly is here. Um, where's Bronx Beauty? Bronx Beauty isn't here, but once she see this, because she usually come back in and watch the lives. And to the rest of the people who were in the private, the good news is to the people who remember when we did that private live, I gave out
Mm-hmm.
some homework. Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the men wanted me to do the other spear of the private live. I do have the gentleman that I wanted to get in to talk about finances, who is licensed. He said yes. So
Ooh,
we will be doing a private live with him.
nice.
And yeah, he's gonna talk about investments.
I like
He is
that. I
he
like
is
that.
he is licensed. Like I said, y'all know I gotta bring real people up here. Okay, I can't
That's
be
right.
yeah, I no disrespect to nobody else, but my people got it.
But over here,
Yeah, yes, yes. So in that private live, and a lot of gentlemen requested that. So for
I would
them
love.
and the female as well, I just he goes live. He has his own shows too. So every Sunday he goes live with his business partner, one of his business partners, on their show, and I do lives on Sunday. But what's going to happen is I'm going to try to get him on a Friday or a Saturday because I think that would be better for him and the way we have things scheduled over here. And the way the private live is going to work is like it worked before. You have to be sent a link in order to participate in the private live. Everybody will not be privy to the live because I won't open it up like this because I want people who are when I'm bringing serious people on or when I'm talking about people personal business and we getting serious and that in depth and people may reveal some things. I don't believe it should be out here for everybody, and that's the way I am. Y'all you guys know that it's not gonna be out here for everybody because I believe when people start getting into some of the personal stuff, it doesn't need to be out here for everybody. Somebody might want to disclose some things, and I believe they need to be amongst a group of people who are not going to run off at their mouth and bump their gums like a cow. Point blank. Oh, I've been waiting to say that one.
I
Yes,
know.
yes, I've been waiting to say that one. So it's got to be a certain level of protection that they can have, and then people need to be free, um, because the people in the bushes that are watching, some of them was in that private live. I'm telling you that right now. And they always watch and they never say anything. They've been watching me for over a year. They never say anything publicly, But what we discuss behind the scenes, and you would never know. So if they want to step in and say some things, I want them to feel open and free to say what they need to say.
Yeah.
But he coming, and I told y'all he's serious. He's
Yeah.
extremely serious. Okay, he's
That's
serious.
cool. That's cool.
He's really
Kerensz.
serious. He's serious funny is what he is. He's gonna be funny, but he's gonna be serious. He's gonna be straight down to business. So but I'm excited. I'm excited. I was like, yes, because he
Yes.
charged people.
Yeah.
He charged people. He charged other people to
All right.
consult. And he charged other people, but you know, some favors, some favors. So
Okay.
I'm letting y'all piggyback off some favor. I'm excited. I was like, yeah, piggyback off some of that favor. So that was good.
That's
And
And I was looking cute.
Carenza.
And I was looking cute when I asked him too. I was real cute. I was looking real cute.
that's
I
Mhm.
had my semi face on and my
Okay.
gear on. So yeah, I was
Okay.
looking real cute. When I was
Okay.
like, hey, yeah, by the way, I need this right here.
And let me say what Lizzie said right past Carenza. She said that's great too. Look what Lizzie said, Carenza. She said Mariah's remix of Marvin
Yeah, she
Gaye's.
did, Lindsay. I love it. I love it, Lindsay. I love Malira, so you know I know what that is,
I
Lindsay.
got me a new
Yes.
person to
God.
look up. She bad.
Yeah, yes,
Mhm.
yes. But can we get off into this business real quick? Let me
Okay.
go get
Yes.
some
Can.
clean on my nose. And we're going to start with the J for K and how this could pan out for a lot of people who've been on here telling lies and defaming other people's character and defaming their name. That's what we're gonna start at tonight.
Amen.
Let me get this real quick. Let me get this real quick.
My integrity ain't never been questioned, so but I ain't the one. I'm not gonna start.
But the thing about it, if they do question it, you answer it and be done.
That's
You know,
right. That's right.
because you a grown woman too.
That's right.
You
You
got
know what?
feelings like
Everybody makes,
everybody else.
so I just have to remember that. Like for other people that have made mistakes, trying to be rude to me, talk down to me, it's fine. People make
Hmm.
mistakes, and I'm a forgiving person.
That's right.
Time
You
to
can
move on.
forgive, but don't forget.
Right.
Forgive it, but don't forget.
That's right. Time to move on. So here we got
And King,
halfway done.
oh, that looks good.
I'm gonna do the other side next. Put some little balls in there. We got some of these,
That's cute.
some of that.
Yes, that's gonna look good.
And in the morning, I won't have to worry about it.
No, do you tie it up at
I'm
night or
doing
put a
it
stocking
tonight.
cap on?
I am tonight.
Hmm.
Woo! Say excuse me, Jay.
King Bitch said, "Let's get it."
Let's get it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna do some fun things with edits this year too. I'm not gonna be so slowful. Yes, I can do more. So what I'm gonna start doing is editing these lives, putting in little excerpts about what section is where.
Oh, good
I'm gonna
idea.
start. Yes, I'll start doing that this year. I'll stop being slowful when it comes to editing and actually start dropping my skills into the live. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. We know we've seen a plethora of lies and stories about Kanika Jenkins, her family members, and things like that.
It doesn't do what you say, take it away.
Uh-oh.
He's talking about her ice
That's when
cream.
I heard that. Tell him don't take the baby ice cream.
I know. I'm like, I'm on lunch.
Let him sit there. Let her sit there and be distracted while she get her hair combed.
I know.
I didn't like getting my hair combed. You know, I'm gonna have all the sympathy in the world for her, all the sympathy and the compassion for the. I did not like getting my hair combed. That's why I try to keep my hair cut real short. Yeah, I
Look at the
need to
dog.
cut shorter than this, right? Oh, look at all that hair on her head. Okay, when I see her, I'm going to comb her hair and it's not going to hurt. She's not even going to feel me in her head. She's not going to feel
Well,
me in her
I'll
head.
let you do that.
She not gonna feel me in her head. I'm too smooth. I'm too smooth.
Ooh.
I'm too smooth.
What's that?
I grew up in the house with a beautician. I may not be one, but I grew
That's
up in
right.
the house with one. You got to remember, I grew up around beauticians. Yes, I'm gonna be smooth with
Well,
it.
you'll be more than welcome to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real smooth too. Yep. I'm gonna do it the way that people don't like getting their hair combed. Do it, so you can't feel nothing. So, but let's go here. We remember how we've seen a plethora of stories. Some are just downright bogus lies. Some may be opinions, but there's a difference between an opinion and a lie. So, this year, Jeanette Bonet, remember the Ramsey girl who was murdered and found in the
John
basement
Bonet?
of her? Yeah,
John Bonet.
John Bonet, the Ramsey, little girl.
John Bonet Ramsey, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this year, who was it? Her uncle, and I have to read through the article. I have it pulled up. Remember all them stories where people were bringing the family members for murdering and different things like that, and just going through defaming some character. Well, guess what? Yeah, some family members did some suing, and guess what? Yeah, they did some suing, and guess what happened?
What?
They won that lawsuit, and guess what?
Wow.
This is information from this year, 2019.
Wow.
So, I want to caution the people out there with these lies again, who's been defaming Mama Teresa, defaming her kids, defaming her family.
Mm-hmm.
She has a whole different caliber of an attorney now. Michigan made, baby. And I'm from Michigan. And that's why I always say, welcome to the Lion's Den.
Yeah.
They may want to. If I was an attorney and I had to give legal advice, I would advise them to take that stuff down, and I would advise them to lie no more.
That's right.
Okay, so let me pull this up so we can go and take a look at this real good. Right here, right here. Okay, so when they come out here, and okay, let me go to a screen share so you all can see this.
Your scalp is so dry right here.
People better be careful with this foolishness they got going on.
Yep, they sure better.
And thinking they can just post whatever and do whatever, and there's going to be no accountability. And people, just because family member may have appeared to let you go, that means absolutely nothing.
Right.
It means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Right, Fly, who was murdered. Yeah. So right here, and look at the amount. Look at the amount. Let me make sure I'm presenting this to everyone. Look at that amount. Look at the amount. Okay.
Wow. That's a lot.
A $750 million defamation lawsuit filed against CBS by the brother of Jeanette Bonet Ramsey has been settled.
Wow.
Okay.
750 million.
Wow.
Defamation of character.
In his lifetime.
Okay, for defamation of character, which means he can live off the interest off this money for the rest of his life.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, and that was filed by the brother of her.
Yeah.
That's right. The brother.
Wow.
And that's him. And that's her brother, the one that won the lawsuit.
And you want to sit up on here and tell these lies on people's family member and don't think that they can come back and get you for defaming their character and get you for slandering their name. And I have said it time and time again. No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can't do it.
And then when people wanted to label me or have my daughter or my name, when I have explained to people early on, This is 2019, so I'm not getting ready to play. It would be of people's best interest that they don't slander my name and put my name in nothing on here. Because I'm telling you, you don't have to ask nobody. You don't have to think about it. You won't have to wonder.
Right.
Will she? I will. Yes, I will lawyer all the way up. And
Hey, you correct me.
And get you for the principal. If my name ever gets slandered, I'm getting you for the principal. I don't care if they wouldn't have a dime to their name. I'll get you just off the principal.
Right.
And Carissa, you correct me if I'm wrong, but when that news lady asked Mama T how this has affected her, did she not say that it affected her character and this and that
Yeah, they
in the
read her
news
character.
conference?
Drug
Yeah, she
her.
said that. So, yeah, you better be careful out here in these YouTube world and any other world spreading lies on these folks.
Now, they just settled this year. This article is from this year, the 5th, 2019. This is not an old article. January 5th, 2019. See this? You see that? Right there. New York Post. This is not a fake news story. There her brother is right there. This is not fake news.
No, it's not.
Real news.
Yep.
People out here.
$750 million.
Yeah.
And that's for lies. Lies. That's for lies now. Remember, this is for lies.
Her mom died, and I think the dad's alive still, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he is.
I don't know.
Her mom died of cancer.
That's right.
And the dad is still living, or he was still living.
Okay. So this right here, the Daily Camera Report court records show that Michigan Circuit Court on Wednesday had dismissed the lawsuit filed by Berkeley December 2016. However, that didn't fly. And they appealed that dismissal by the court and went back and they got it. They had to settle.
Wow.
So people on here, I'm trying to tell people they don't want to stop.
Well, they might have to learn the hard way then, Kerensz.
You may not have $750 million like CBS, but they'll get your income tax for the rest of your life, your house, your cars, your furniture, and anything else.
Yeah.
See, and I don't think people understand legality to the extent that it can happen. When you defame somebody's character and you created liables about them, I really don't think they understand. Yes, you can have no money. Well, I need you to go get your job, get the money, whatever. If you got a house, you have a house, have a car, put it in that, come in and take everything you got. You cannot be out here defaming people's character like that and just think they're gonna let you walk away. Now, I have seen or heard about people doing some YouTube or just read some titles and didn't watch a couple of YouTube videos about even Jeffrey Fiker and this J for K spear. He's not Larry Rogers. He a whole different breed. Larry was more laid back. Jeffrey is in your face.
Right.
So they may want to take that little stuff they got on him down. Because I will. Yeah. Like Mr. Figer. He ain't nothing but a hop up the road.
Right.
Did y'all see this? You see this? Go in there, my suit on. I love wearing suits. Be like, you see this? And look at this one right here. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We Michigan. And they ain't even sit up there like to talk about you like that. What you gonna do? Oh, here playing.
The thing is it's just not productive anyway. It's just not productive. And if you're in 2019 still doing the same stuff that you were doing last year, you're probably living a stagnant life, and you need to go ahead and set some goals for yourself and move on to something new.
Who is this person? Okay, yeah.
It says settled.
Settled. Okay.
4.
That's
right.
Not that's how much they did get. They said it's settled for that
Settled
amount.
for. So that means they requested higher than that, but they
And what
settled
they
for
got
seven
700.
hundred and fifty million dollars.
Even if it
Anybody
doesn't say that, he
wait a
still
minute,
won.
anybody who
He
know
still won.
lawsuits know, anybody who do lawsuits know, you always ask for the larger amount and make them, you
Stop.
always ask for the highest amount.
Right.
Any attorney is going to do that if they're a good one. You go for the highest amount
That's right.
and you make them settle down to an
Mm.
amount. Yeah. So yeah, they settle. Yeah, they settle for $750 million.
Even if he settled for 50 million, that's still a lot. So
You saw settled for seven hundred
I
fifty
know,
million.
but I'm just saying, even if it
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah, it's the fact that they got their
anything in the
behind
million, he
sued.
won.
You think you want to
Exactly.
keep? You think you want to keep defaming people's character and dragging them?
Well,
Better
some
watch.
people
Go
have to
ahead.
go the hard
Do
way.
you. Go let them to keep on doing it. Just let them
Yeah.
keep on.
So Anon, that's that. Yeah, they settled for $750 million. That's what they
Stop
settled for.
doing that.
They asked for it, but that's just what they settled
And cover your damn.
for. I heard. Let her be a girl. It's a
Okay.
that's her belching is a natural body function. AM. You know I'm gonna defend the kids out here. You know I love kids for years. Let her. She
Look,
a
she just want to be
kid.
heard. She just want to be heard.
She a kid. Let her be her. She a kid.
Okay.
Let the
Let us
kids
seek this knowledge. She listening, so let us seek the knowledge.
let the kids breathe. Let the kids breathe. Okay, now I have to go to this. Now I have to go here. Okay.
I'm gonna get you later.
No, you not. I heard that. No, she not. No, she not. She not gonna get you later. We're not doing that to kids. No. 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 We don't want kids to grow up with no complexes. Nope. 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 Now we have to go here. And this is getting ready to get real touchy. And AM, you may not want, I don't know if you want her to hear this.
Yep, I do. I want her
Okay.
to know. She's 10, going on 11,
Okay.
and the real world is a cold place out there.
Okay. So yeah, we going here. Yes, we have to go here. Uh, okay. Let me pull this up and get this ready.
Oh, I want to see that.
Okay. Let me roll this back. Now we're going to touch on the suicide that I said we was going to talk about. And what's really disheartening about this is this 9-year-old girl last year, and I knew when it happened, and I wanted to talk about it last year, but I didn't get to it. 9-year-old black girl committed suicide because of the racism that she was experiencing in the area that she was in because of the color of her skin in 2018. In 2018.
Wow. And this is why it's still an issue. Go ahead.
That's right. It still is an issue. And I saw that J for K when people was saying, you know, we discussed it over here earlier on when people saying nigger and whatever the name calls and different things like that.
It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but however, because my daddy grew up in the South in Louisiana, and it was no crossing of the lines when he grew up.
Right.
When they came north, and it was best that they got my uncles out of there. It was best that they moved up north. Yeah, it was best. Because they were in the fields fighting with the slave owners and the people who owned the land. And yeah, it was best that they came up here. Yeah, it was best they had to come on. They got them up here when they were teenagers. Always out of school. They had to come up here. and get them away from that because they didn't have the same mentality that my great grandfather had, where he would let them call him boy and different things like that, and that was okay for him. He just did what he had to do to keep his family alive, to keep them together, and to keep them safe.
Right.
Well, my uncles and my dad and them coming along, calling them a boy, and them working in the field was like, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Boy who? Boy what? You talking to who? So they had to come up here. They was like, no, we're not gonna call it to me. You never sit up here and call us a boy.
Right.
You're not gonna be sitting up here hollering and screaming in our face either. That didn't go too well because my uncles they were in there fighting. They was in them fields fighting. So yeah, had to come up this way. My grandparents relocated on up towards Michigan because of the racism, the whole atmosphere like that. But I'm gonna play this and then I'll say what I have to say after this. Let me go ahead and cue her and go ahead and just play this right here. Let me just go ahead and play it.
Put your head down.
She do have her head down.
I'm gonna get you, Kerensz.
I know you are. I know you are. I'm like, man. She been sitting there all that time getting her hair combed. I didn't like getting my hair combed, so I'm getting ready to take up for her tonight. I didn't like getting my hair combed, and I love the kids, so that's double. It's trifold going on.
Okay, so this is the down.
Right. This is
turn up, Jalen.
This is.
That's pretty. She got some pretty hair.
I'm trying to show them the back.
I'm pushing my back.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
That's cute.
Afro puffs.
Yeah.
All right, we done. We're gonna put some little bread things in the ball things in it in the morning.
You've been released, baby. You've been released. Go let your soul glow. Be free. Go be free. Okay, let me get into this video.
Jada. Say excuse me.
A 9-year-old girl in West Alabama took her own life, and her mother says she was the victim of racist bullying. Mola Lengi reports.
9-year-old Mackenzie Adams was a 4th grader with a bright future.
That was my angel. She was a straight student, very smart.
But her mother says Mackenzie struggled because she was bullied. First at a school in Linden where they lived, then at the school she transferred to, U.S. Jones Elementary in Demopolis. Her mother says she rode to school with a family friend who was white, and that a group of her classmates taunted her with racist comments.
Things you wouldn't think a 9-year-old should know. And before my baby to tell me some of the things that they said to her, I was just like, where are they learning this from?
Mackenzie's grandmother found her in their home last week. She had hanged herself.
Just seeing my baby laying there, not being able to say nothing to me.
The school district is investigating.
We have provided grief counselors, crisis counselors at the schools, ministers, youth ministers have been on campus.
The Linden Police Department says officers spoke to 9 administrators and teachers at the school, and all said they had no knowledge of Mackenzie being bullied. Mola Lengi, CBS News.
Make me sick.
That's where we from, King Bit.
Y'all from what? Georgia, right?
Alabama. That happened in West Alabama.
Oh, wow. It just breaks my heart because that's like my daughter's age, Babe, stop.
AM, your husband's so logical for him to say anything is funny. I mean, it's not a funny situation, but AM husband is extremely logical. So
too logical.
history, which is a good thing. But let's go back to this. It's not a laughing matter.
No, it sure isn't.
The
It breaks my heart.
9-year-old committed suicide is not a laughing matter. Now,
well, let's talk about the thing.
racism. One thing that AM was touching on, and
Yes.
something she did recently, and she's touched on it before, is the fact growing up Black in America, being called a nigger, being taunted because of the color of your skin. I need people to understand this. And if you're a teenager or a young adult or a kid, because I do have teenagers subscribe to me, and you come back and you watch this, you did not choose your parents. You did not decide the family you would be born into.
Right.
There is absolutely, positively nothing wrong with the person you are and the family you were born into. You are who you are. And
That's
your
right.
oath suit that you were given, that you didn't choose, is beautiful. It's a beautiful earth suit. I love the mahogany in my skin. Whatever skin you in, be comfortable in it. It's a beautiful earth suit. To all the teens, all the youth, all the kids, but especially to my African American ones. It's a beautiful earth suit. And I need to say this, because I go back to my daddy now, migrating up here from the South, coming from the South here. And what my father taught us was this, and I'm going to touch on her mom too, because I'm feeling a type of way. And I felt the type of way when that happened. What my dad taught us coming up here in the North, you know, we were born in the North. He was born in the South. He experienced things that we didn't go through up here. What he taught us was this. He taught us how to say, and he started teaching us this early on. If they call you a nigger, and we would be looking like, why? He said, because of the color of your skin or whatever. He would say, call him a hunky. And we would be like, well, Daddy, what's a hunky? You know, we was younger. He was like, a hunky is a white person. He would be like, if you hear people coming up saying this and this and this to you, he would be like, you call them hunky back. You flip that middle finger back. He said, flip them the middle finger. Call him a hunky. Call him a cracker. Call him a peck. Call him whatever. Don't sit up there and just let. Now, my mother's philosophy was totally different. She was like, no.
Yeah.
None of that. Don't do none of that stuff. You know, go get somebody in authority. But my dad, however, he was like, no, do not sit up there and let nobody sit up there and call you out your name like that. He was like, there's a couple of names. You could call them back. You call them these names and you flip that middle bird. He said, and then you come and you tell me. He said, and if an adult do it, he said, if an adult do it, I know I taught y'all to respect adults, but you call them a hunky back too. And
That's
definitely come back. Your daddy, and your daddy gonna handle that one.
Oh,
now,
I tell my kids.
Now, I'm not saying my father way was right, but based upon what he went through, in the South, that's what he said us, because his thing was, I'm not getting ready to let y'all stand there and get bullied by people and you not have a response. I need you to respond and not be scared. I need you to respond with the right terminology without using profanity and know what to say. I didn't say his way was right. This is what he taught us based upon the information and the knowledge he had based on how he was raised and how he came along.
Right.
Now, I have to say this to the mother, when she's saying she moved her from one school to go to another school only for her to go through the same thing. Parents, no way in the world. And I'm not saying she was not at that school. I would have been on that bus. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? The bus driver. You don't hear this? You driving this bus and you hear a child being spoken to like this. And you're doing nothing. You're saying nothing. You don't know nothing. That's a problem for me.
There had to have been signs before she committed suicide of this going on.
It had to be. Her mom knew she was bullied at the other school.
And
she goes to this school and gets bullied again. But for the mother, I would have to say this. At what point do you take your child out of this situation or the environment if you know she can't handle it?
The thing is it's a double-edged sword. Like, I know
It is a double-edged sword.
it seems
Because
like
I would have
it's
been
so
like, you
easy.
get ready to be homeschooled after I done told everybody off.
Right.
First, I'm going to show up to the school and I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gets smart, they getting snatched.
Right.
You go out to the car and leave mama in here. Because I don't want you to see that.
And of course, the first piece of info.
Get to the car now and let mama handle this. You go to the car, lock yourself in the car, crack the windows, but don't open the door for nobody. Mama got this.
Yeah.
Mama got this. Go through there. At what point do we as parents, or at what point should she as a parent have been like, I'm going to, after I say what I need to say, I'm going to take her out of this environment completely. I'm taking her completely out of this environment, and we're going to do some homeschooling, because I'm not going to have her go through this every day. I'm not going to put her in that situation. Right. I'm not putting her in a situation for nobody to tear her down like that. I'm not doing it. At what point does a parent get there where they start saying, I'm not putting her in a situation? And I know she wanted her to go to the best of schools, get the best of education. But at what point do you start saying, What
happened to the school monitors on the bus? They don't do that anymore?
Depends on the school.
Hey, Loki, how you doing, Loki? Right. Loki is in there, and John is saying,
hello.
Okay. Loki is saying your dad was right. Right, but my thing is right, King B. Even if your kid had to be homeschooled because you're snatching the kid away from that environment, even in this J4K quote unquote community where you heard people casually, loosely using the term nigga, or just different terminology. Hold on, wait a minute.
Right.
Hold up. At what point, even on here, when AM was saying she was called a nigger when she was a kid, that's traumatic to a kid. That's traumatizing. A nigger lover, because of the color of her skin. She didn't choose her family. She did not choose the family she was born into.
And even that situation was from somebody who's not family, from somebody who wasn't family to begin with. So
people need to realize, this is something I tell my daughter all the time. You didn't choose the family you were born into.
Sure didn't.
You don't attack kids like that. Kids don't choose what family they're born into. They don't pick and choose their parents. You can't be. But at what point do we as parents say, hey, well, me, I'm an extreme type parent, and I will, like I told my daughter knows, and that's why a lot of times she be like, oh.
Hey, this is what Fly said, Kerensz. She said she pulled her teacher's wig off last week. Her son's teacher wig off last week. Why, Fly? Why?
At what point? Oh, okay. And now I want my email. And the email is okay, Fly. My thing is this. My daughter I'll come up to the school. She's a teenager, and I taught. See, I taught for years, and I'll come up to the school like a whirlwind. And I tell my daughter, I say, well, she's 15, but I still ask her, anybody touch you? Was anybody yelling in your face? Was anybody bullying you? And it makes no difference to me if it was a teacher, because when she was in middle school, she came to me and said, well, Mom, this one lunch lady was kind of loud and was being mean, and had kind of snapped at me. So I went up to that school principal and the other person. And I said, okay, we gonna meet today. Right here, right now. Impromptu meet right here, right now. I'm not scheduling anything. I'm a parent. I taught, so I know school whatever the school policy. Right here today, before I call the superintendent of the schools in here, we meeting right here today. I said, okay, my child was in the lunchroom and her friends backed her story up. They was like, yeah, that lunch lady went off on your child for no reason. They was like, your child is, and even teachers say this to this day. She's not a get there and be all brah, brah, brah type person. But I told her, brah, 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 I will come up to the school and I will snatch you in front of everybody and I'll be the rah, rah, rah mom. Okay? I will snatch you. Know that. So she's not a brah, brah, brah because she don't want me coming up to the school and going rah, rah, rah on her. So she just doesn't, like I'm telling her, you don't act out like that in public. So in middle school, incident occurred. I went up to school and I said, principal, I said, hey, let me explain something to you. The atmosphere that my child grew up in, nobody's yelling, screaming, and hollering at my child. My child is not raised in that type of atmosphere. We don't escalate and be all right to her at home. So at no time do I expect for anybody in this building who is working with or around kids to escalate their voice towards a kid. That means that, number one, they have no self-control. Number two, they should not be here. If you can't get a kid under control and in authority, you have no business working with or around children. You don't have to escalate your voice at a child to be serious and to get them in order for them to understand what you're saying. I said she worked in the cafeteria and they said she was yelling, screaming, and hollering at my child. I have an issue with that. We don't yell, scream, and holler at her at home. So that's not the type of environment she's raised up in. Furthermore, I taught for years. So if you need to get your people and your staff some more training, do what you need to do. But what she will not do is be, and I said, and what happened? Who else was there? Where are the rest of the adults that were there? And the principal was like, well, no, she shouldn't. And the principal was trying to, no, you have no defense because I taught for years. So I went down the list with her. It's nothing you can tell me, lady. Nothing. Get your people some training. Better not happen again. My child will be getting an apology. The principal was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Run with them apologies. Because what I explained to her was this. I will not send my child to any school or any environment and have anybody snatch the life or trample on my child's personality or character. That's not the type of parent I am. You will not do that to my child. You will not. When I taught other people, children, I didn't do that to them. I was not a yelling, screaming, hollering teacher. I didn't have to come in my classroom yelling, hollering, and screaming. That meant I had no self-control. When I said what I said, I meant what I said. It was only one authority in the room, and that was me. Something happens in here, I'm the one held accountable and responsible. It's not you. You cannot handle the weight or bear the pressure of being an adult. So sit your young child self in that chair. You're here to learn, and that's what you're going to do. Point blank, straight up, flat out. It's only one authority in the room. That's me. Do not try me. That's the way I did my class. Do not test the waters here. Don't. One authority in here. You here to learn. We going to get along. We going to dialogue. I'm not going to yell at you. You're not going to yell at me. Our voices was not made for all. If it's an emergency, that's when we start yelling. Other than that, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to dialogue with each other, converse back and forth like adults inside a building. We're not going to, or student and adult inside a building. We're not going to do all of that. We're not. There was no need for that. So I had to let that lady know. And my thing is with this girl that come in, at what point do you should step up on that bus and be like, hey, you, and you. You talking about my child. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You better not fix your lips to say anything else to my child. And by the way, I'm getting ready to deal with your parent now. I've said something to you. Now I'm going to deal with your parent. At what point do we as parents start getting in parents' faces like, hey, you need to get your kid together. Get your child all the way right because they're not going to come up on this bus intimidating, threatening, tearing my child down. At what point, as a parent, do you step up and start saying, the first time my child would have told me, Miss Lita says she Medea, I would have been Medea on the bus. What? And I know I would have done that because another incident happened when my child was in elementary. I go pick her up from elementary school. She on the playground. This one girl who was black herself, yelling, screaming, and hollering at kids, and she a kid, telling them to shut up and all this and that. My child was out there on the playground with everybody else. So I asked her, who you talking to? I said, who you talking to? And she looked and I said, yeah, that's what I said. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I said, because that one right there, that's mine. And I know you're not telling my child to shut up. You're nothing but a child yourself. So who are you talking to? Who you talking to? And where your mother at? Maybe it's just me.
Meet him at the bus stop at 3 o'clock.
Right. Fly, you saying you get out of control. No, we got to protect these kids now.
Yes.
We got to, even as an adult, if you see somebody going off on a child, and
I'm
you
gonna
know it
say
ain't their
something.
child, it could be their child. Ma'am, that's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? You pull them off to it's just different ways you can do things. It's different ways you can do things.
I do too, Fly. For
Different
real,
ways
for
you
real.
do that stuff at home. Like I told my daughter, don't have me snatch you out of school. To the bathroom. Get to the bathroom. I ain't gonna beat you in front of your friends, but I'm gonna tell you to get your butt to the bathroom in front of your friends. Get your behind in that bathroom.
Fly, my motto is A to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Fly said she fight kids. I said that too, Fly. A to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy.
Now, what's interesting is I never fought a student in all the years that I used to teach. Did I have students that I had to break up fights among? Yeah, I was one of those teachers that would break a fight up. And some students I had to refrain, put them in a nice little chokehold. I didn't put anybody in a perfect form. I did have them in just a nice little chokehold, however. But my first mind is not to hit a student because, like I said, I went through all the psychology classes for teaching and child development and things like that. It's to restrain a kid and get them under control. And a lot of times when you see a lot of kids acting out, they're acting out for a reason, and you can talk them down a lot of times. You can talk it, you can bring that all the way down. And a lot of times kids like that need love, and a lot of it. They really do. You can talk them out of a situation. You can talk them down. You can talk a kid and a teen down. You really can. You really can. You really can. But for adults, no. Where your mother at? See, so this girl who committed suicide because she was being, they calling her nigga every day. Nigga this, nigga that. Where was her mother? I mean, I'm not saying her mom didn't do enough, but apparently enough didn't get done because the girl killed herself. At what point do you say, I guess like my daddy taught us, if in the event that this happens, not saying that it will, but if it does, do X, Y, and Z, call us. My father was to the point where he would be like, if you get in a situation, and you got to leave the classroom, and you get in trouble with the teachers because this, and this happened, leave the classroom, get in trouble with the teachers. When I get to the school, I'll handle it. I got it. I will handle it. See, my father was the one at the parent-teachers conference. My mother would come too sometimes, but my daddy was the one showing. My father was the one showing up, getting those report cards, talking to principals, teachers, and everybody else. Daddy was showing up because he figured, I'm not going to send my wife. You might walk all over her, but I show up, you don't get to walk over me. And you don't get to talk any type of way to my kids. At what point do we as adults go back to being there for real? Oh, Fly, they can tell you have an attitude problem. Oh, Anon, yeah, I got some fire in me. And I will fire parents up for just trying to go off on their kids all the time, too. I would do
Yeah,
that,
she
too.
tried to
I
get
really
me.
would. I really would. I really would, because I had to tell a couple of parents, this is a child. This is still your child. Your child is still a human being. So you don't talk at your child. You talk to your child. Don't talk at him or her. Talk to them. Talk to them. They're little people with feelings and emotions. And what you're saying and doing right here could scar them for the rest of their life. So don't do the talk at. Speak to, talk to. And it's not always about hitting either, because hitting don't work for everybody. You got to do some punishment too. You got to do some punishing. I'm taking this and this, and this is why. When you change this, this, and this, then maybe you can get this back. But until then, because you've done XYZ, this is gone. Not only is this is gone, I need you to sit down and fill out the think sheet. I had think sheet for my students. When they acted out in class, you had to sit up and write forever. Now, I need you to write down why you did what you did. Give me some solutions as to how you can solve your own problem, what you're going to do different the next time. I was one of those type of teachers. To the point on Christmas, my niece said to me, okay, my other sister was the spanking type of sister. She gonna say something, then you keep going, she getting you. Me, I was the lecturing aunt. And my niece said to me when they were over for the holidays, she said, I would have rather been spanked than be lectured by you for an hour. She said, I used to be like, just whoop me. Just give me a whooping. I'd rather get a whooping by you than have you sit up and lecture me for an hour, because when you're talking to them, they have to think. I said no, because I needed you all to think. I needed you to think. So I wasn't fixing to hit you, or I didn't want to go that route. I needed you to think. I said, because when you got out there in the real world, I needed you to be able to think. I need you to think. I need you to think. So they would have to get their little lecture for me for an hour. So sit down and I'm gonna lecture you for an hour. I need solution. I need why you did it. What you gonna do different? If you go out there and you do this in the real world, this can happen. It could only happen one time. That's right. That's right. One time somebody could take your life one time, and I would paint the most horrible stories in the world. Be like, do this and then this happen. And X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. And split baby. Nice. Now you know you on your way to prison. He used to be like, dang. I used to be like, now you're on your way to prison. Shucks. I needed them to think. Shucks. Yeah. I did a lot of fighting into school too, Fly. Yeah, low key, my father was a real man. He was showing up to the school. Like, you don't get to my kids go to school, but I'm just not gonna send them to school and not be involved and not know what's going on. That's not happening. He wasn't he wasn't one of them type of fathers. No, I'm gonna be up at the school. I'm gonna see what's going on. I want to see who the teachers are. I want to see what's happening. And my mom was the type of mom who would, try to rectify the situation in a non-violent manner or a more, resolute way. However, she also taught us this too, coming from the South, from Mississippi. Do not ever, now this came from my mom, both sides, but my mom used to tell us this all the time. She said, I don't care if it's the president. It could be the president of the United States. It could be whoever, whatever. She said, do not ever let anybody down talk to you. She said, I don't care if it's a teacher. If a teacher sit up and call you this and that, and you think they just being a little bit, she said, no, get up. Now this is when she was like, I give you permission to rebuttal the teacher if they start talking to you crazy. That's when you have permission to be like, no, no, no. You're not gonna talk to me like this. Me in high school, I did that. I had the teacher come in there. He had left out for a minute. Then he came back in the classroom from using the bathroom or whatever. And he called the whole class was loud. He called everybody in there, sitting down doing something. He called everybody in there stupid. I said, who you talking to? I said, who you talking to? I said, who you talking to? I was in the 10th grade. I said, who you talking to? Because my mother had told me, you don't let nobody teach nobody. I said, who you talking to? He was like, the whole class. I said, no, you're not talking to me because I'm not stupid. And I got put out the class, wrote up. Mama came up to school. My mother said, no, I'm going to tell you this about my child. Like, just what I taught. She said, and when she know her point is right, and she's right, you can forget about it. She's not going to stand down. Period. Call us stupid. So who you talking to? Shucks. Oh, Fly, you got jumped on. So can we talk? Can we talk about this tonight? We talk about racism, racism. Kids killing themselves because they being bullied. Black girl killing herself because of racism. 9-year-old that took her life. Parents, what y'all doing?
And how would a 9-year-old even know how to even kill herself? I mean,
the internet.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
The internet. The internet.
Mm.
The internet.
Mm-mm-mm.
The internet. She didn't think her life was valuable. But parent, don't put your kids. If your kids is going through a situation like that, don't just leave them out there by themselves and saying, "Oh, baby, it's gonna be okay. Okay, put them in it. It's gonna be okay." And you better be on that bus, like my dear.
That's right. That's right. And you'll tell on that bus in the school, everywhere. My daughter, when she was in school, my daughter is like 5'9", and in the 11th grade, 10th, and she was big. She was big and tall, and people would pick at her. But when she would retaliate on them, then they would go and tell the teachers that she was bullying them because she was bigger than them. And this one teacher, she called me and told me she wanted to talk to me because she said my daughter was a bully. So that night, I researched what bullying was and everything. And when I got to school, I told her what a bully was, and I told her, you meet every character that I have read about as a bully. I said, you bullied my daughter. And she thought about it, and she the next day she gave my daughter a card, and I told my daughter, you take it right back to her and tell her no thank you. And that's what she did because she knew she was wrong from jump.
Wow.
But I was an '80s babies. We didn't do that, and I'm from the South. My group. You better not call us no nigga, and you better not say nothing to us, and you better not do none of that because you finna get beat down.
Wow. Like I said, my father taught.
I mean, I was a '60s baby. '60s baby.
Yeah, my dad taught us to flip that bird. Flip that bird on you, and call you a couple of names back, and flip the bird. He's like, flip the bird on him. Flip it. Flip the bird on him. Call him a couple of names back. Don't just stand there and be scared or whatever. But I never in high school, I never got called a nigger in high school. Some adults called me, but I was like, whatever, during my day of growing up hunky, that's my day to talk and say hunky, pale face until I got older. And it's like, okay, mom way is, not to go back and forth or get into the name calling. It's to rise above the fray and not act ignorant.
Yes, because now they call us the angry black woman. But I reversed that around.
Oh, can we talk about that too? The angry black woman and the angry black man. My thing is this: you're not gonna put me in a box and call me angry, stereotype me because you can't handle a strong person. That's them. You can't handle a strong person, and when a person asks a question, they think they're being challenged. That's something in you. I asked the question. Now you feel like you're being challenged, or now you feel like it's an angry black woman because you just said some stuff slick with your mouth, and somebody just said some stuff back to you and corrected the error your way right then and there on the spot. Now you trying to call them angry? No, nobody's angry. Nobody's just gonna sit up there and let you talk to them all condescending and down. Like my mother said, you don't let anybody talk down to you condescending like you are a nobody or like you are animal. No angry nothing.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Sit up there and be flipped with your lip.
No, we ain't gonna let that happen. Turn it around on them. Even if they're white, I have did it. I have said, "Why are you being such an angry black woman?" And man, that trip them out right there. What do you mean? Oh, okay, you know what I mean.
Right. Angry black woman. What is an angry black woman?
Exactly.
Black woman. You haven't seen an angry black woman. You haven't seen an angry black woman. No, you haven't. They can handle an angry black woman because we'll snap out for real. For real, for real. No, you no, you don't sit up there and put nobody in a King Bid in AM, the 80s babies. Fly, I'm sensitive, but I do have a Fly. That's your zodiac. We had the same zodiac, Fly. Even though I don't adhere to it, but we got the same one.
And Kerensz, what about all these people that's calling the police on all these black people for socks at the pool, questioning them when they are in these high-rise, high-expenses apartments, why they should be there and they live there, blocking the doorways. One man was at the DoubleTree not too long ago, and he's sitting in the lobby, just taking a phone call with his mom, and they call the police on him and all this stuff. But then they do go and fire these people because social media.
When the police came, how did the police respond?
Did they show? They put him out. They put the dude out of the motel. They put him out.
And you know what would have happened? I'm not going to patronize you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready to get sued in the police department. By the way, you can get sued too.
Mm-hmm. They put him out. And he was just a security guard. And then he called the police on him and said he was lottery.
I'm going to get you on a couple of things. Okay. I'm going to get you for distress because now I feel distress. I feel threatened. I am just so, I'm going to sue you that way. Then I'm
and it's an embarrassment.
Then I'm going to get you for violating my civil rights. Because I have a right. I have a right. I'm going to get you for violating rights. I'm going to get you that way.
And the dude told him, he said, it's people walking through here as we speak. You're not questioning them. What room they in? Do you stay here? Why are you singling me out? I'm not bothering nobody. I'm sitting here talking to my mom on the phone. This, that. And he really did. It was pure racism. That's what it was.
Baby down. Matter of fact, the hotel don't need no one needs to patronize. We need to know more stuff like that because it's time to shut these places down.
It sure is. I don't know why we
shut this mess down.
Exactly.
Shut it down. Shut it down. I'm not patronizing you.
Exactly.
You don't have the privilege of exploiting me.
And then serving my community.
Right. You come here and you want the black dollar or you want the dollar from me, but I can't be in your establishment if you're white owned or whatever, or even foreign owned, but you want my dollar. No, you're not going to continue to get my dollars. I'm not going to patronize you.
Right.
You're not going to pimp my pocket.
Get him where it hurts.
You're not going to pimp my pockets.
Get him where it hurts.
You're not going to pimp my pockets. Forget that. Forget that. It's time to start shutting businesses and establishments like that down. You don't get to pimp my pocket. Are you serious? You don't want my black face in there, but you want my money?
Yep.
You don't get to pimp my pockets like that. You don't get to exploit me either. And for places, when I find out a place is racist against black people or any type of race, I don't patronize them or any nationality or people. I'm not going to patronize you. I'm not patronizing you. Because race to me is a human race. One race, the human race. Period. Human race. We have different color earth suits. So what? We're all human. I'm getting ready to sit up there and patronize you. Go
Let me ask y'all this. Did anybody watch the documentary of Sandra Bland?
I didn't.
I started to. And
now, let me tell you one thing she said. She said, I got a lot of white friends. And she said, I know, and I want y'all to understand this. She said, you don't understand racism because you have no color to your skin. If you had color to your skin, you would understand. Of course you don't understand because you don't live it. You don't have any color to your skin. And it was true what she said. It really was.
That's so true. I can't tell you how I was at work one day and my boss was basically commenting on how, you know, all the football players were taking a knee during the national anthem and it was a national anthem, and they were commenting on how dumb that was and how they need to get over it. And I thought to myself, she doesn't frickin' stand. Like, I wanted to cuss her out. She shouldn't have been talking like that anyway. But I'm like, she's white. She has no color to her skin. She doesn't understand. They have no idea. It's total ignorance.
And the reason why I believe most of them have no idea is because they've always been free. And if you've always been free, you didn't have to go through and endure slavery. Your ancestors didn't have to go through and endure slavery.
Right.
Or they know they
you've always been free to do whatever you want to do. Just free. You didn't have any shackles placed on you as a race of people holistically. You didn't have anybody suppressing you in laws. The laws that used to be on the book towards people of color. You didn't have groups of people suppressing you, oppressing you holistically as your little nationality or whatever. Right. So you always been free. So you're not going to comprehend. Not if you always been free. They would have to be enslaved. Your whole race would have to be enslaved to be slaves for a couple of years for some of them to realize, even though everybody don't have to go through that to understand it was wrong. But somebody was being cynical in a comment last year, and I said, "Oh, with your cynical self, maybe," and they were white. I said, "Maybe if we took your entire race and enslaved you for over 500 plus years, 400 plus years, and did some things like that to you, then maybe you understand."
Right.
And the person stopped talking. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop bumping your gums. Right about now. Right about now. I need you to stop bumping your gums about a situation over here. And stop just flying off at the mouth. 45 to set you up. And this leads me into the next video. 45 will set you up for some stuff that your behind won't be able to handle. This is not back in the day. Everybody got guns now. Everybody got missiles now.
Yeah.
Everybody got it. So
other countries are getting tired of America being bullies.
This ain't that day. I'm talking about even in America. This is not that day. This ain't that day.
No.
This ain't that day. Everybody got guns. People get missiles and everything else. This ain't that day to be sitting up. We in a whole different era. You dealing with a whole different group of people now. And the thing about a lot of this young generation is what I'm finding out is a lot of African-American teens and youth say they will die a martyr, die for something, as opposed to living on this earth. They'll go down for their causes now.
Okay.
They'll shoot back at you doing it. and won't blink their eye while they do it. A lot of them, when I talk to them, a lot of them feel that way. A lot of them like, no, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out a martyr, standing for something that I believe in. So this is a different. This ain't that day. I'm not going back into slavery. Make America great again. No, hold on. What you saying? As soon as he said that, my ears perked up because my parents were from the South, and I'm not too far from a generation of slavery my own self. What you saying?
Exactly.
Somebody going back to slavery? What you saying? Make America great. Hold on. Wait a minute. What you saying?
Let me tell you, Kerensz,
You
that they
want people
talk.
to go back in slavery again? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
That day ain't go. That day is not gonna happen. Not
No.
without a resistance. And the
No.
resistance you had before would be nothing to the resistance you gonna get now. Because
That's right.
everybody got guns. Everybody got missiles. Everybody can learn how to make bombs.
Okay.
A lot of people can fly airplanes.
Okay.
A lot of us understand and comprehend technology. Don't go down that road.
Okay. And then what kills me, you know, I have compassion.
Don't do it.
I
45
have compassion.
Go ahead, Letha.
Now I have compassion for the Jewish people in the Holocaust, but when I was in school, they was telling, you know, they taught us about this museum they have because they didn't have shoes and all this and that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I feel sorry for the way the Jewish people were treated in the Holocaust, but it's no different the way we were treated or our ancestors were treated coming over on the ships. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, where's the museum for that? I mean, it's no difference. Like Carissa said, 50 cents in one pocket and 2 quarters in another. It's the same to me.
Yep.
To me, I think it's one black man that does finally has a museum. I want to say in Washington, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
That has some of the slave stuff, you know, that represents the conditions of the ships and the way they were chained and stuff. I think it's in Washington now, but it's no different. And they actually paid those survivors of the Holocaust. America made the Germans pay them. So I mean, where's our 40 acres in a mule?
Right.
But Carissa did correct me on one thing. What you tell me, Carissa? Your folks got their 40 acres in a mule. So,
well,
I mean, what's the difference?
In that regards, I'm saying this. Not that my grandfather, in Mississippi, my grandfather, who was Indian, and my great uncles, they had more than 200 acres when they started off. And my family in Mississippi, we still have 200 acres of land. That was what my granddad and his brothers left to their kids and kids. They kept the land in the family.
It's called heirloom.
Right. They were Indians, very smart, some smart Indian men. So that's there. And so they did. They understood. I mean, they had third grade educations, but my granddaddy could tell you how much timber was in a tree. He could just look at it and tell you. I mean, they had mother wit, what we call wisdom. They probably didn't have finished all the book stuff, but they just had some mother wit about them, some wisdom, some understanding. It was business minded without all the education, the third grade education. So they had mother wit. And when they got they held on to their 200 acres of land. We're still on our family. Go down and it's 200 acres. We pay property taxes. Nobody want to go down there and clean it up. They tried that at a family reunion a couple years back. I said, I'm not going down there to clean no 200 acres. Start cleaning what? Alligators and everything else. Are you? No, hold on. Wait. But we still have it. So they were smart enough to do that.
That's right.
On my grandmother's side, Meridian, Mississippi, they still had 100 acres that they acquired. They never let that go. Um, Louisiana, I forget how much property they over there, but my mom, dad, the 200 acres, that, yeah, that's still in the family. That's in the family. No, they didn't let that go. Them Indians were smooth. They kept that 200 acres. They started off with more. They held on to that 200 acres. We still got that. Yes. 200 acres was like, you're not getting this. And that's also my mom, dad, my grandfather from my mom is also the one, and this is, he's also the one that took a couple of men in life. And I've shared this story before because my great uncle, his brother, his youngest brother, was dragged behind a truck to his death by some Caucasian men. And
Did that
my
happen in
granddad,
Texas?
no, that was not in Texas.
Okay, all right.
That was in Mississippi.
That's so sad.
And so what he did was, um, he was an Indian. Indians gonna get your butt back. Indians will get you back. I need people to understand that they'll wait and they'll get you. And my family, from what I know about the Indian people, uh, he waited and he got every last one of them back. And he did some prison time, but he didn't stay in prison long. He did some time. It was three men that did it. He got all three. He killed every last one of them. He killed all three of them. Yes, my grandfather did. All three of them that took my great uncle's life, his youngest brother, my Indian grandfather, got all three of them. And he didn't do it with a gun, even though he could shoot. He did it with a knife. Yeah, he did.
He scalped them, didn't
he? He did. He sliced them up. Every last one of them. All three of them. All three of them. And he did some time. Like I said, I don't know how it was the grace of God that he ended up doing that short stint of time in prison. Because he didn't do over 3 years. He really did. But, and he said how he did. He said, you know what? He knew he was going to get him back. He watched everything they were doing. He watched their habits. And he laid in the grass one night, came up out that grass and got all three of them. Just woo woo wow. He did. He said, I laid in the grass. He had his plan of action. I'm gonna start seeing what their patterns are. When they least suspect me to, came up out that grass with them knives and did what he did. And I'm not saying he was right in taking their life because they took his brothers, but that's what he did. Them Indians.
It is what it is.
About the Indians in my family is this. It may not get you right away, but the old school Indians will get your behind back. They will get your butt back. So that's what I know about that side of the family. They'll wait and get your butt when you least expect it to. Be jumping out of trees, popping up out the grass, and get you back. And so when we talk about this racism stuff, it just goes real deep. It gets really, really deep. People need to understand that. People have real stories here. Can't just be sitting up talking about nigga this, nigga, and just that's not cool. It's just not cool.
And another thing too, we have so much Black history that our kids do not know about, and that they only teach us so much in school. I think me and Kerensz talked about this
I'm just
today.
Black Indian too.
Indian,
too.
yes, Black
I got
and Indian
and Black.
Yes, Black and Indian
King
history.
King Bid is saying he's Cherokee. All right, shout out to the Cherokees.
Me too, King Big. That's what I got in my family.
Yep, I wanted to know what tribe you're from. We have a lot of tribes here in the Seattle area.
Do you?
The Muckleshoot tribe, the Puyallup tribe, Snoqualmie. We have a lot of tribes up over here.
We have some tribes here in Michigan too. I can't name them.
Oh, and it wasn't too long ago in the summer. We were talking about on the Indian tribes. You know, the land that the government gave them.
Right.
And
What?
they have a lot of.
Can I say something real quick, Miss Letha? Let me piggyback.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Government gave Indian what when the Indians were already here in America? The government did what?
Uh-huh. They took their land and then they call themselves giving it back to them.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I want to be real clear about
So
that.
making
I want to be
amends
real
for what
clear.
happened,
I
and
want to
they
be
pay
real
them
clear.
this salary and this and that. But the
Mhm.
thing about it, I was looking at a crime channel. Is a lot of murders and stuff that go on those tribes they call them,
Mhm.
and they don't help them. The government and the police station don't help them at all. They women come up missing, the children, murders, but they still being racism toward them because they don't help them. They will not help them at all.
Right. Right. So that's just like I said, we on our racism segment right now because that 9-year-old took her life last year. But let's go here. Oh, you got family in Missouri, Fly. King Bid is Cherokee. King Bid, I have some Cherokee, Choctaw, and Black Indian running on different sides of my family. Uh,
I don't even know what kind.
yeah. But I want to go here. While we talk about racism, people need to understand this stuff is serious. We need to quit acting so dang on ignorant and stop telling people, get over it and different stuff like that. Get over what?
Exactly.
Need to quit that. You
It's all
can't even
fun and
walk a
games
mile.
until you go through it
Right, you can't
yourself.
walk a mile up in these shoes, the shoes I'm in. You
Hmm.
cannot walk a mile in the history of my family's shoes either. Can't walk a mile in their shoes. Stop telling people. Just you should be over it by now.
Hmm.
When things happen through childhood and coming on, people need psychologists. Psychological help is out there for a reason. And you get help and the soul heals over time. It's not
Right.
just get over it.
Overnight. Right.
Uh, no,
And no one gets to
no.
tell me or you or anyone else how or when they should get over something.
Oh,
I carried some stuff from my childhood, and
right.
and I am learning how to deal with that and learning how to let bygones be bygones, but no one gets to tell you how to feel about those things.
Right. Just get over it. Get over it. Okay. Really? What they doing? Just to get over it. Mm.
John, wait. Hey, no. Get the police.
He should have never been allowed to put his hands on him. Oh my goodness.
Police. Sir, stop.
I'm on it.
That's
I'm on
bad.
it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm not going home now.
Leave right there.
Stop. Excuse me, sir. I'm calling the police. Move my phone, man. Man, put my phone, man. No.
Fire right now.
No, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna turn your head
Calling you. I didn't read something.
I can't believe that. That is disgusting.
John.
Wait.
Hey.
He spit on her, right?
I don't think so. I think he she didn't give him a straw and he grabbed her.
Sir, stop.
She pounded, but see what he didn't expect. She's an amateur boxer.
Oh.
She pounded that head. She drilled him and kept
That's
on
what he
drilling.
gets.
But did you notice how all those men stood around and didn't help that girl? Did you notice that?
Mhm. Yes, I did. And did you notice we in 2019 and this happened in 2019? Did
That's
you
And
sad.
notice
nobody
that?
stopped it. And
Nobody stopped it. She
Right.
drilled that head though. She took up for herself.
You're
But all those
right,
men.
amateur boxer, but we in 2019 and you think you can snatch on a African American woman. That's an
Hmm.
issue.
Yeah.
You think you can snatch on a woman. That's
Hmm.
another issue.
So
Hmm.
he snatched for her first?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you didn't
grabbed
see
her.
him grab her first. Yeah.
Mm.
And you
He
think
grabbed her and pulled into her. You see him.
uh
He deserved what he got on that one.
let me tell you something about the person who owns that particular McDonald's. I would have had a lawsuit on his head so quick. In addition to the lawsuit she got on him.
Mm-hmm.
You come at my establishment acting a fool, I got something for you.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna get sued by her. You gonna get sued by me.
Mhm.
You on my property, acting a fool. I'm suing you. Here we are in 2019, and in this culture or this climate, that number 45 helped fester. Yeah, he added some flame to the fire. He added some coal to that fire. You got people thinking that they can just do whatever to whoever and they gonna get away with it. Not so. Not so. Not so. Because quite naturally, I'm sure he was thinking, 45 and everybody else that's rocking with that foolishness, them hype them up. You hyping some people up to get their behinds stumped out. Period. Stumped out. Nobody's gonna sit up and just let you assault their persons like we back in the 1900s, 1920s. That's not happening anymore. I need people to realize that.
Well,
And
Kerensz,
it's so crazy that 45, and I don't, and you know why I'm calling him 45, will sit up and you.
well, have they found the man that shot and killed that little girl in the head, Kerensz? You know, the
They
one
still
that they
looking
was.
for
Yeah,
him.
they
They still
did.
looking for him.
No,
Did
they
they?
did. They found him
They
today.
did.
Uh-huh.
They found him today. Okay,
That was sad too.
that
Yeah.
was. But I'm talking about this, right? Okay, Fly, Mexican and black. Okay, Fly, Mexican and black. Did you see the way he grabbed? Wait a minute. I want to stay right here for a minute. That's disrespectful. What? She had a certain amount of self-control because the old person I used to be would have jumped on top of the counter
Well, and plus she could have hurt. Yeah, she could have
and
hurt
been
him.
kicking him in his face. She was connecting them blows like, what? 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 The old me, uh-uh.
You got the right one, baby.
2019. 2019. And we get these men just standing by and you gonna grab her. Don't grab her, grab him.
Testing.
Why would you grab the female? Grab him. Really? She had a certain amount of self-control because one of my coworkers would have got popped a couple of times. Everybody who grabbed me would have got hit. And I'm not even playing.
I know.
I'm not playing because the reason I know this is because in my teenage years, oh my goodness, I can go back on that. I would not forget this day in high school for me. My sister are a few years older than me. She had gotten into a fight. People came running down the hallway to find me. They was like, these girls just jumped on your sister. I was in high school. I know the way I was brought up and taught, and everybody was making it just seem like a big woo wop. I would run it. I was like, well, where is she? They was like, well, she in her office now. And it wasn't even right. They just jumped on her, came out of nowhere, jumping on your sister, whatever. And so I go right up in the office. I'm like, where my sister? Now I'm not supposed to be in the office. I run up in the office. I know what my dad said. I'm like, where my sister? And they like, was she back here? She okay? We talking to her? And whatever, you can't go in right now. I said, where? I said, she where? I said, well, let me in there to see my sister. And he was like, well, no, you can't get in there to see my sister. I said, let me, and I started getting loud. Let me in there to see my sister. And they was like, well, I said, the assistant principal was finally like, yeah, she let her in. And so I got in, and it was like this fork there, some type of look like garden tool. And I'm looking at my sister's face, and I'm like, did they use this on my sister? And so I'm talking to the person who's supposed to be in there or right my sister, because they was fighting, so she getting kicked out of school too. I said, did they use this on my sister? So whatever adult is in there is ignoring me. And I got real loud. I said that they use this on my sister. And they were like, you got to get out of here. You got to calm down. I said, I ain't going nowhere. I said, I ain't going nowhere. They have 5 adults in there on me trying to hold me. None of those 5 adults could hold me. When it behooves me. I found this out when I was real young. 5. I found this out when I was 5 years old. It behooves when I get really angry, I get some supernatural strength from somewhere. It's like some extra strength. My adrenaline starts rushing so quick and fast till it's like I have the supernatural whatever on me, and I cannot allow myself to go back to places where I came from. I just cannot.
You pick it up?
The police was in there. He couldn't hold me. No one could hold me. I know I would have been. You just gonna reach up and grab me? No. I had 5 people trying to hold me at 5, and they couldn't do it. 5 years old when I was 5, and I'm a petite. I know some people probably think I'm a thin person. Yeah, but whatever. It's something about when I get angry it goes into a rage that's uncontrollable. That's why I don't let myself get there anymore. In high school, I went right back into that same rage. It was uncontrollable. 5 people, including a cop, trying to control me. Nobody could control me. I went into a rage. And the assistant principal was like, well, maybe you need to get kicked out of school and get sent home with your sister. I said, so what? Do it. I don't care. I'll be at home with her. You think that's going to matter to me? Nope. Send me home. But my daddy taught us, if fight go down, no fair fight. That's your sibling. Get in. No time out, time in. Tag in. So that man sitting up there grabbing on that girl like that, and them other people trying to grab on her, don't be trying to hold me. They would have got hit. I am not saying it right, but they would have been hit. But sitting up there holding me, and you just saw somebody, don't grab me, because you can get ready to get hit too. Right.
You right on that. Don't grab you, grab him.
Good King Bit. Dude should have been asleep with that first connect. Should have knocked him straight. Maybe that's the way I grew up. What my brother used to them call the one hitter quitter. They gonna hit you one time and they knocking you straight out. They don't be up there fighting you all day long. They gonna hit you one time and knock you straight out. Period. That's right, King Bit. One time, that's it. It's a wrap. That's it. Might be sitting up there fighting nobody all day. The manager did nothing, Fly. If I was the manager, I would have jumped in. I would have been like, Tommy, you just hit a woman. Like, you just hit a woman. You just grabbed one of my employees. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. What? Right, King Bit. I'm with you on this tonight. You, a woman. And I just happen to be a black woman. You just happen to grab a black woman, but you grabbed a woman. with your big, tall, rusty, stanky looking self. Right, King Big. He shouldn't have grabbed her. No. No. This whooped his. Oh. Okay, let me calm down. Come back, Kerensz. Come back. Woosa. Ooh. That's crazy. And I'm sorry for drinking vitamin water in everyone's face. Okay. Want to be rude. So that's what I said. Can we talk tonight? I mean, we hit some things. Right, King did. It had to be some pretty weak guys working there to just be sitting down like, what's going on? You gonna grab her? What's going on? What's going on? Right. Would have been like, what's going on? I didn't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Right is right and wrong is wrong. He was wrong to put her hands on the job. That was wrong. That was wrong. So he got what he should have got. Keep your hands off people. Your hands off people. Stop talking trash. Don't be talking no trash to nobody. Keep your hands off people. So we're touching on those issues I wanted to definitely touch on tonight. Where's Letha Diane? Okay, I have to go get some more tissue to blow my nose.
Okay. Yeah, King, but he got a few bumps on that head, though. She drilled that head. She tore that head up. Okay. She really did. Yeah, King, but he got a few bumps on that head, though. She drilled that. She tore that head up. But my thing is, like you say, all those people standing around in there, and they didn't even help that girl, not even the manager. But it's one that I'm going to try to find it. I really want Kerensz to show everybody is about these militant men. And they went into this beauty supply store because a black lady went in with her baby. She had her baby in a car seat. And the Korean people apparently snatched her baby up and searched the car seat with the baby in it, and she wasn't stealing anything. And these black men came in there and they told them what they was gonna do and what they wasn't gonna do, and that they put money into that businesses and it's in their neighborhood. And man, and I like that one. I mean, they really just told them, and you have to, because my grandma taught me, you don't beg nobody to take your money. If they don't respect you, then you don't spend your money there. You don't beg nobody to take your money. King Bitch said he want to hit him 2 a.m. King Bitch, I believe if you had been there, that she wouldn't even had to hit him. You probably had him body slamming, laying on the floor. Yeah, no, the manager didn't do nothing. Yeah, that's right, King Bitch. It wouldn't been no talking. Even me as a female, if I'd have been standing behind that dude, seeing that transpire, and he grabbed that girl, she'd have been hitting him from the front, and I've been tearing that head up from the back. He'd be looking like a potato head when he got up out of there.
Oh, I'm missing conversation. I'm gonna have to play it back.
Let's talk about how Even if I was in line standing behind that man when he grabbed the girl, me as a female, she'd have been hitting him from the front, and I'd be getting him from the
That
back. And
connect up. That connect up. That connect up. That block out. That block out. That
he look he
block
looked like a
out.
potato head. That's it.
Wait a minute, I just stood up. I'm like that connect up. That to protect
That's
your
it.
face. You know,
That's right.
you know your brothers. My brother was the oldest, and I had a bunch of male cousins. Be like, protect that face, girl. Don't let nobody hit
Right.
you up in your face.
That's
Shield
right.
that face. Shield that face.
Mhm.
Like shield that face. They started throwing a swing. They was like, protect out. That arm out there.
Mhm.
Your face. Move that. Protect
Mhm.
out. Protect out. Swing that arm out there. Protect out. Block that. Come on, baby.
Mhm. I taught my daughter, don't be arguing with people. If they
Protect
invade
out.
your safety zone,
Checked
they
out. That
you
block up
pop
in
them. They
there.
come in your face. You swing on them
Block
first.
up in there.
Knock their ass out.
Mm. Mm. So knock their behinds out.
Yeah. Knock them straight out. And I'm just gonna say
Misleading
this,
uses
and
the other
Kerensz
word.
already know this, man. The reason I'm so adamant about this fighting and stuff, cause like I say, I'm 55 years old. It was like 3 months ago, I had to fight two little old young girls, two little old young girls, because they disrespected me. They disrespected me. And like I told my daughter, I cannot and will not be around these young girls. I see now why in the days the old folks be in the back and the children be way, way, way across the field somewhere.
Mhm.
Because it's a whole total different, I can't do it. I can't do it. And
Misleading.
apparently they talk to their parents like this now because half of the time it's children raising children and they have no kind of respect, and I ain't got no tolerance for that. Mm-mm, none. That's how fly when you said you fight kids. I said I do too. I understood. I didn't want to though. I promise you I didn't. I don't like fighting and stuff like that. It's not right.
Miss
But what you
Letha, you
not
were
gonna
fighting
do.
excuse me, Miss Letha, you were fighting grown women. You weren't fighting kids.
That's right. That's right. They were over the 18. That's right. They were 18, 19 years old. Well, one was 20 and one was 19. So yeah, yeah. They was over. I wasn't abusing no kids, no children. They was of
And Miss
age.
Letha telling the truth too, because she called me, she was like, Chris, I didn't want to have to put my hands on these kids tonight. She was like,
Mm,
I want to have to. She was like, they was up here talking about they weren't gonna leave from my family
mm-mm,
member's house.
mm-mm,
Tried to swing on me,
mm-hmm,
miss, but mine landed.
mm-hmm. I didn't want to do it.
They were
Yeah.
threatening your persons and your family members' persons, so protect yourself.
Chris, I wish you had seen the one I was telling them why you went to get you some tissue about these. There's a lot of black people, and I have to say black people. I'm not racist because this is what's happening with my race. So these beauty supply stores. They go on. The lady went in the beauty supply store. She had a baby in a one of those things you carry, or maybe it could have been a stroller. I don't know. But the owner of either Asian or Korean accused the woman of stealing, lifted her baby up, searched under her baby in the carriage. The woman wasn't stealing and then told her to get out or something. And these black military men came come up in there and told her what they was not gonna do, and this and that. Man, it told them they was gonna shut them down. So they was
That's
sick of
right.
this, y'all. You come to our neighborhoods. We put money in your store, he told, for y'all to take the money and send it back to your country to take care of your family. But then you don't put anything back in the neighborhood, and then you want to disrespect our women. That's what you're not gonna do. From this day forward, this will not happen. Man,
Can
it
we
was
as
awesome.
people, especially African American, Indian, things like that, can we to the African American women who wear a lot of weaves or whatever, uh, why in the world are Chinese and Asian people owning the supply stores to the hair that you go purchase? Can somebody answer that question, please?
They need to black-owned businesses. What they need to go to
You know,
now.
why would you just let some people are in there, but why would you just let them sit up and capitalize off of
Exactly.
something that you're utilizing all the time? And I don't wear weave or
And then treat
anything
you
like
like
that. I do
crap.
natural hair. I mean, this is my hair.
But see, Kerensz,
Uh,
not only do they have hair, they have nail polish, tweezers, anything for the hair products, hair bows, ribbons, facial stuff. They have everything. And why
just
would
get
you go in there and let them disrespect you and then
talk
you
to them
spend
like
your money?
crazy.
My grandma taught me you don't beg nobody to take your money. And
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
give nobody your money, they can't respect you.
That's
I don't
right.
understand that. But they said this is what they were saying. They did a survey and they actually stood outside that store and asked those women why, and they had other black owned businesses that stood outside the store and gave them their cars and where their business, but they said that it was too high. The black owned business were the products were way higher than they were by the Asians, because the Asian people, that's they folks over there, they getting this stuff in bulk, but they got to understand these black people got to make their overheads and stuff, and even if it's just a little bit, it's worth it because I just don't trust them. Period. After a while,
Amazing. Right. Amazing. Sorry, Miss Letha. Piggy.
hmm
Amazing Me said, hello, kings and queens. Hello, amazing me. How are you?
hello, hello.
How are you? We had some heated discussions about some serious topics, amazing me, before you got here. You can always play the live back. Yeah, we talking about some issues tonight. We sure are. I didn't do my Lions Den tonight, but I did put out there to people who um, have been in the J for K. My daughter's right here. What's wrong? Huh? What? I didn't call you up here to do anything. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, I sure did. Hold on for a minute, you guys. I gotta explain to my child what I called her up here for
That's
all over
you're right,
again.
amazing. That's what we were just talking about. The little, well, next about the little 7-year-old that was shot. You talking about the one that was shot and killed in the head? She was riding with her mom. Yeah, that was sad. And AM said they have uh that suspect in custody. So they did find him. But not only that, you guys, did you hear about the one where the black mother and she had her daughter? I think maybe her daughter may have been 9, or I don't know. Don't have me lying, but I know the little boy was either 1 or 2, and they were walking in Walmart, and this white man just came and kicked her little boy in the back, kicked him so hard he fell on the ground. The mother said, she said she only knew what happened because she saw her child on the ground, and then I think the other sibling, the daughter or something, told her what happened. But the thing about that, they got that man, but they did not charge him with a hate crime or anything. And I think these people need to be charged with hate crimes because that's exactly what they are, hate crimes. But the thing about it with me, um, is a bigger picture going on because the devil is very busy and he want to start. Well, he has started a racial war. This is more spiritual. This is a spiritual battle, and this is just my opinion. This is a spiritual battle because the devil know his time is very, very short, and he want to take anybody, anything with him. And if the Bible that I read, it said in the last days, and we've been in the last days for a while, it'll be exactly what's happening now. Uh,
Wow. Okay.
so it's
I'm
sad.
I'm just getting back in on this conversation, but
hmm
amazing me, yes, a 7-year-old life was taken. Just gonna roll up to somebody's car, shoot them, and then what is that? What is that? What is that? And okay, AM said the person was caught. We already know what's getting ready to happen to that person once they go to prison. We already know. Already know. Prison, women, kids, off limits. Period. You do something to a woman and kid, you on your way to prison, you already know who waiting for you. The big, built up Mike Tyson looking men's waiting for you to bring yourself on up in there so you could become somebody sweet meat for the rest of your life. We already know. We already know they waiting. So, to the person who did that, they may want to, as soon as they get in prison, hit the security guard, hit the security guard, hit the police, and go straight to the hole. But the thing about prison is, from the people that I know that are incarcerated and have been incarcerated, is this. Sometimes you can go straight to the hole and they still let people come in there and beat you down. So, yeah, I would be going straight to the hole. I would try to hold that up. Let's on my nose. Why is this dry patch on my nose? Yes, ma'am. I'm seeing a dry patch. Looks like a dry patch on my nose. Let me put some oil right there. I'm sorry, everyone, to be like it looks like I'm seeing a dry patch on my nose. Is that? No, we're not doing that. Vitamin E ointment right on my skin. That's what this is. Oh, you saying they arrested 2 black males and mom said it was a Caucasian male? The same way, remember when that woman killed all her kids in the 90s? Years back, it was this white lady who drowned every last one of her kids. And she tried to say a black guy did it. And so this black guy was on his way to he was on his way to prison. And then it was found out and discovered that she drowned her own kids and killed them. So, you know, I wasn't there to see who did what. Oh, hey, Supone. So were you saying that was in Texas? Right. Miss Letha and AM, I resent the links. I don't know what happened to you guys. I just resent you the links. Miss Letha and AM. Okay, there you go, Letha. Maybe you touched something.
I don't know what was going on because I had it was buff. I said, Lord, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Okay.
Maybe you touched something.
I probably did.
Okay, you need to turn that. What's that?
Oh shit. Okay.
We hear that. Yes. Andre Yates. Oh, in 2000. Oh, you talking about when that lady drowned her kids? So had drowned all them kids and tried to say it was somebody black. Tried to put it on a black guy.
Andre Yates was the one that was married to the preacher, wasn't it? Was it?
I don't know.
Is she the one that drove her kids in the water?
Hey, what's up, T-Night? Bless up, bro. T-Night in the building.
Hey, T-Night, what's happening?
Missy, now who is that? AM? Is that you,
Yeah.
AM?
Yeah.
Y'all get caught.
What?
Caught coming over here. Okay, Sue Bone is saying no, she drowned. Okay, so her name was okay. Yeah, she drowned her 5 kids
Yeah.
and tried to blame it on somebody black.
Say he stole a car with it. Yeah.
Right. And so this black guy was on his way to prison for something that he did not do
That's
until
right.
DNA and forensics ran it right back to her.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest one, y'all, was the Boston in Boston when that man killed his wife. And remember, she was pregnant, and he was saying it was a black man, and then he killed himself. He jumped off the bridge. That was the biggest one because they were pulling every black man on the corner in Boston uh, because they thought this man had, this black man he gave him a description of a black man, and he killed his own wife, and then he killed himself. He jumped off the bridge.
And this, and I'm not going to say, because I did not watch Lifetime. I'm not a big Lifetime watching person. I really, like I said, I really watch television 2 months out of the year, and that's usually in November and December, and that's for all the Christmassy, Thanksgiving-y things, to get all gooey about those holidays. Something that just recently, while we're talking about this, and I'm not getting ready to say the person's name because I did not watch any of it. I said I was not going to. But while we on this subject, I'd pause for a minute for the men and the brothers, and especially the brothers. Brothers in the United States of America get blamed for a lot of things they did not do. Excuse me, it's a lot of innocent black men in prison, and I'm not talking about the ones who did do what they did, and that's what they're there for. It's a lot of black men in prison that are there for no reason. They did nothing. They just get blamed for stuff. Oh, I just think I'll pin it on a black guy. Really? Really? In 2019, we still doing that? 2018, you was doing that? That's what we still doing? So, this particular movie that aired on Lifetime this past week, I did not watch. I'm not saying that that brother is innocent. However, if I could just pause for a minute, I do not believe that that person did all of that to all those women. I don't believe that. Our son probably telling the truth, yes. Our son sitting up there telling a bald-faced lie, yes. Our son just coming on to capitalize off a situation, yes. I don't believe all of that. Because I've been talking about parents tonight while we're there. To the parents of the people who was on this particular Lifetime show, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just not going to say it on here. Where were they? So you mean to tell me you got your 14, 15-year-old daughter running around with somebody that's twice their age and you don't know anything about it? And it's all good. You don't know, you don't see nothing. Where was the father at? You don't know nothing, you don't see nothing. Are you oblivious to everything that's going on? So hold on, wait just a minute about this one that just aired. Since I'm talking about parents tonight, since we touching on some of the decisions that parents make about their kids. My daughter's 15 years old. No one twice my daughter's age is getting ready to just get her alone and take her anywhere without me or somebody else being there. That's an adult, that's a family member, a trustworthy family member at that. You put your hand on my child or try to whatever with my child, at the age she at, and you grown, all the way grown, I got some lead for you. I'm going to introduce you to Smith and Wesson and some other people. I got some lead for you. So, Big Y, I did not want that person name in there. I'm getting ready to take that up out of there. I gotta take it up out of there. Because I don't want that person. I gotta hide that. I gotta hide that. I gotta hide that. I did not want that person. What's the name up in there? I gotta retract your I gotta remove that person. I gotta remove that person's name from out of here. Because I don't want that person name in this. I don't want that person name up in there, Big Y. You know I love you, but I don't want that person. You all good, Big Y. I say I don't want that person name up in here. We all know who I'm talking about. We know exactly who I'm talking about without mentioning that person's name. You roll up on my 15-year-old daughter. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to negotiate with you. It ain't going to be no conversation. Don't stand too long either. Don't stand there in my presence. Don't stand in the room and act like you don't know what's going to go on, because I told you what's going to go on. I got some lead for you, a lot of it. And I won't be shooting to not unload a full round off of bullets in somebody's backside. Roll up on them. Now, with that incident that just went on, my thing is this, since I'm talking to parents tonight, where in the world were the parents? Are you serious? Are you serious? What was your mom? What was the mom and the daddy? Oh, excuse me. Some of the parents said they was dropping their kids off. Get up out of here with that. Let me calm down. Get up out of here with that. Being mentored by who for what? What? And to the adults who said they sat there and, oh, I wish you would. They would have to be my sister. It would not have to be my sister. Nobody else. It's just the principle. For the ones who said they was teenagers at the time. Maybe I came along as a teenager doing a different day. But some man doing something like that to a teen and they not, you would have got jumped on in a teenage phase where I came from. As a matter of fact, the females, a lot of females I knew that were teenagers were shooting up guys' houses with their female teenage self. Yes, they were. They had guns and they were fully shooting up full-fledged houses. So I'm trying to understand and comprehend 20 plus years later, 20, 25 years later, why this airing on Lifetime, what in the world is going on? Hey, Amp, how you doing? I'm going off about this Lifetime movie that happened, and I'm not mentioning the person name. Everybody know who they are. Everybody saw the people up there. And by the way, to the female, to his ex-wife, get up out of here. You was married to him and you didn't know? Hold on. Let me ask the question again. So you was married to him. You was married, because we talking about parenting tonight. And we talking about these brothers, some innocent brothers. And like I said, I ain't saying this brother is innocent by any means. But to the parents and to the female wife, hold on. This your whole husband. This your entire husband. You don't know nothing. You don't see nothing. Y'all live in the same house. Were you in the same house with him or not? You don't know anything. You don't see anything. Are you just oblivious? Okay, hold on. Me and two females together. You ain't getting ready to whoop both our butt. You ain't getting ready to whoop both of us. Somebody gonna be thumping your head while you hitting on the one. We both gonna be tagging you. So did nobody see no? And you just can't get it. What? You married? Was this going on in the house while you was married to him? Were you there? And if you was there, were you participating in it? That's what I wanted to say. When I looked, I said, no, okay, even for it aired, I said, what was the person there where they participate? And furthermore, maybe it's just me, but my husband had he been out there in the limelight like that right there, number one, you're not rolling on no bus without me, boo-boo. You don't get to roll without the wife. You're not getting ready to mentor nobody without me being right there. You definitely ain't going up in no room without me up in there. And three's a crowd.
I'm selling at the big boobs.
It's only gonna be one. Three is a crowd. It's only gonna be one. So I'm trying to understand and comprehend with that whole thing. What in the world was going on? What could somebody make this make sense to me? Because I'm right, amp or deaf. What? Oh, you say you don't even want to start that topic? Right. Hey, Alan, how you doing, Alan? T Nice and Mr. 12 play. I got 12 bullets for you. You want to fill them? Here's how it go. I got 12 bullets. I got a whole round for you. I got a whole round for you. I got a whole round for you. And to the men, why we right here, because we're gonna talk about this whole parenting thing. We talked about the 9-year-old girl taking her life and her mom, not saying her mom did nothing, but maybe you should have done more. Now we're talking about this right here. Parents, where were you at? What were the parents at? What is that? You don't know your daughter skipping school. To the other lady who told her little story. You don't know she's skipping school. She's showing up and she do what? Where are you? I wish I would. I would have snapped. Ooh. I may be 5, 6 and a half. But one thing about me. Ooh, I don't care. What is he 6 something? Don't even matter. I'm gonna start at your ankles and I'm gonna work my way up your leg with a steel bat. Put your hands on somebody. Ooh, I'm trying to understand. Now, another thing is this. So, and somebody make this make sense to me. Some people did have their day in court. So Cosby just went to prison for some stuff that the statutes of limitations ran out on. But you're trying to tell me, and he had to go back to court. You're trying to tell me, Lifetime, that you're doing this movie for what? To let their voices be heard, but the resolve is what? Because they did not take him back to court. And the objective in the purpose of this right here is for what? For what? Because if you're not going to take his behind back to court and you just going to come on here and do this for the next few days, what is the purpose and the overall objective? Please make me understand. And make it to where it's like you spoon feeding the baby so I can comprehend it. Because as far as I'm concerned, you just popped up with some stuff and you really don't want to resolve. If you wanted to resolve, you do that paperwork all over again. Pencil whip that head to the bone, get your attorneys, lawyer up, take it back to court, as we have clearly seen through what happened to Bill Cosby, that thing can be taken right back into court, run it back up into court. What, you don't have evidence? You don't have any evidence that's going to stick or what? But if it indeed happened to you, whether you have evidence that's going to stick or not, take your butt to court. Take that tail right on back to the courts. What's the problem? Somebody make this make sense to me, because I don't understand.
He said his mind was telling him no, but his body was telling him yes. That's what the main song now.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said, Miss Letha. I'm not watching him because I'm not giving him no view. That's not what he said. He said, make this make sense to me, because he never said anything and told his side. Make this make sense to me. You got all these women and everybody trapped in a dungeon, but you got a whole wife. She's not at home. She don't know they in the basement. You got a whole entourage of people that are with you all the time. Nobody know they, hold on. He out on the road doing tours and trips all the time. You can't get out the basement. Make this make sense to me, somebody. Make this make sense to me. Women here, women there. You better hit that wall. He gone. He ain't there 24 hours a day. If he gone, who in the basement watching you? He toured a lot. You can pull up his touring schedule. He ain't at the house all day long. He out on the road on tours. Somebody got to make this make sense to me because it made no sense to me.
Kerensz, what's the show called? What's it called?
The documentary of XYZ on Lifeline. So, Amp, you're saying they all condoned it?
Yeah, they did because they was kept. They kept
Alan.
women.
Right, Alan. So, Alan, you're saying how much did they get paid? Okay, KA, you said his home was broken into and while he was on tour and somebody trying to destroy and bankrupt him. They're doing a real good job. I just need an adult. If that's your child, make it make sense to me. Parents, us as here on parents with teenagers, make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. Because here we go. A whole bunch of people turning a blind eye. I don't care who you are. I wouldn't have cared. You who? You who? You what? Whoop that tail up in there. And you my husband. You're my husband. I'm married and you got all these people. We're going to have some problems. Oh, I know we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some issues. We're going to have some serious issue. Okay? And now the wife is sitting up there. I'm not saying she didn't go to a traumatic experience, but what I am saying is I don't believe her story. I don't believe her. You in my house. You're in my house because they were still married. You in my house with all these different women. I wish I would.
She said she was locked in. She said she was locked in the bedroom, Kerensz. She said she had to knock on the inside door of the bedroom to get out.
You lock in the bedroom in your own house and you can't get out. Get up out of here. Don't nobody know your house better than you. Get up out of here with that.
That's right.
You can't get out a window. Was windows locked too? I'm gonna ask the question again.
It don't make no sense.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her because, like I said, I don't believe his wife. I don't believe her. You was locked and trapped in too, but this your house. You couldn't get out a window, but this your house. But you locked up in your house. You couldn't get out a window. Get up out of here.
And y'all got kids. So how are you taking care of the kids? The kids at the door. Mommy, can you come out? That don't make no sense. She got children that live there too.
Wait a minute. So hold up. Because like I said, I didn't watch it. I just saw soon as she showed up, I said, this is some foolishness. You was married to your husband. Y'all was living in the same house. You got all these women in and out and everybody locked into something. Make this make sense to me. You're not getting ready to run no woman in and out my house. Are you kidding me? Not only that, because of you are who you are, guess who on the road with you?
Okay.
Me. I'm on the road with you. Me. I'm going to be on the road with you. Right, Alan. If you married, you should know everything about your spouse. Oh, thank you, Aiden. Oh, T-Night, you saying Stockholm syndrome? Whatever. You what? You my husband. You're my whole husband. I have 3 kids by you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You think you get ready to run some women in and out my house? You done lost your mind.
Lost
You
his
my
mind.
husband. No, I don't think she's telling the truth.
Unless she didn't care. Unless she was over there for the wrong reason.
No. Or she was participating. She got to make this make sense to me. Or she was participating. I'll say it again. They got married in what, 1995? She didn't know nothing? Just that been going on forever?
By then, the sex tape was already out by 1995.
In your house. You running women in and out my house, and you my husband. He would have had one female show up one time, and he'd be like, you know what? We can't do nothing up in this house. My wife is crazy. And you know what? I would have been sitting there, yeah. No, I'm not crazy, but I'm another level of next level. I got good sense. One time. You got one time to let me catch one story on you when I would have rolled up on you. One time. Let me see a story in the headline. One time. One time is all you got. One time. And they would have been like, we don't know what happened here in the hospital. He was fingers missing, his foot gone. We don't know what happened.
Vanished from feet to head, a thin line.
One time. He would have had one time. Matter of fact, I'm flying to where you at. You got one time. And I'm going to show you, because it's disrespectful to a marriage relationship. I'm going to show you a level of disrespect that you wish you had never entered into. One time is all you get. One time. While men sitting out here talking about they want to be married, and for all the single men that's looking for a woman, you better know what you get in one time. I'm telling you now.
What's his name, Kerensz?
One time.
Okay.
What I'm saying.
Damn
one time.
Straight.
One time.
Right. You talking about? And I'm like you. You his wife.
I grew up with women. Let me tell you what type of women I grew up around, and teenage females I grew up around. Like I said, the teenage females I grew up around was shooting up guys' houses because they was with somebody else in their teenage phase. One time. You have one time. One time. You're my husband. You have one time.
Hey.
One time. And I'm going to show up. One time.
That's it.
Time. I mean,
that's
one
right.
time. You got one time to be out there in public in a story hit like that that's hitting back on our household. Nowhere. I can't go. He'd be like, I can't go nowhere with my mom. I can't do nothing.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Why you on the phone?
You tell the truth on that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the phone tap. Who you talking to? Who you talking to?
Hey.
Who you talking? Excuse me, this is Mrs. Woo Woo Wop. You need to end this conversation. Goodbye.
Okay.
Good night. Have a nice day.
Okay. Kerensz,
Have a nice day.
I rolled up on my husband one time. He was at work. And he knew what time it was. Because even before I hit the steps, the guards told me I couldn't come in there.
I just said Bobby. Okay? Lorena Bobby. You got
That's it.
Time.
One. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Right? Am said it sounded like a divorce would be at least his word. You got one time.
That's
People
right.
better know what they get. You have one time.
And that's
one
it.
Time.
Well, Kerensz said one time. That's it.
I mean what I'm saying. This one guy that I dated, and we were in our 20s, and he was like, man, this is why I like to drive. You're not gonna put me out of a car and we going somewhere. I'll put you out, but you don't get to put me out because I'm gonna be the driver. I'm going to come drive and pick you up, or we can meet somewhere. But if we're going together, usually I'm going to be the driver. I was the driver. That's right. Park your vehicle, get in here and ride with me. This is the way this is going down. If we going somewhere, or we can meet there. You can meet in your car, I can meet in mine. He got smart with me. Get up out the car. He was getting out the car. He almost got hit. That's right. I need you to move out the way. And if he wouldn't have got moved, I would have hit him with that car. I need you to get your butt out the way, because no, I'm not getting ready to stop. Getting smart, get out. You're not gonna disrespect me like that. And if you my husband, wait, Kelly, go. Oh, I just said his name. We know who I'm talking about. Excuse me. One time, I don't know what type of woman, and she grew up on the south side of Chicago. South side of Chicago was rough women. And she's sitting up in there talking about, she was all like, lock me in what? Lock me in where? You ain't locking me nowhere in my house. What? He would have been like, I'm locked in the house. I'm trapped in a closet for real and can't get out. Shucks. What is that? Somebody make this make sense to me. I don't understand. I'm not comprehending this. Not locking me in nothing. Not without a fight. And you know what? As big as he is, even if I didn't win the fight, he would have known he had been fought. He'd have been like, she bit the mess out of, she bit a plug out your leg. Your whole, you got a whole piece of chunk missing from your leg. You gonna know you've been fought. Listen to what? My husband? No. You ain't going nowhere without me. Forget that. You ain't on the road without me.
Hey, can I say this one thing? Let me just say this, Kerensz. One thing that we don't do either. We don't have no housekeepers and no nannies in them, no young. If we have a housekeeper nanny, she gonna be somebody in the family. She gonna be 60 years old.
No, she gonna be somebody great grandma.
Yeah, damn right. They be having these young women up at their house talking about keeping the kids and okay.
No, I don't need nobody to keep the kids.
I keep my own kids. I cook my own food, and guess what? I'm cleaning my own house. I don't need you. No, thank you.
We all on the road together. Guess what?
That's right.
Check and mate. Checkmate.
That's right. That's right.
Now, for her, that's what I got to say about her. Excuse me. I was like, first of all, she in shape. She's a dancer with a shaped up body, a shapely body.
Yeah, she bad.
Muscle. You got muscle. You sitting up there talking about would have flew in and tapped him on his shoulder. He would have turned around and be like, ah.
How you turn around, Kerensz? Do it again. How you say, ah?
I would have been like,
that's right. That's right. No, I don't want no nanny. I don't want no nanny. Black folks, I ain't had no nanny. I ain't grow up with no nanny. I'm gonna kick my feet up after I get through cleaning up my house and doing what I gotta do. I don't want no nanny. No, thank you.
And I'll you in my house.
I'll take a nanny, but not like
you in my house. My house. How about all these different females in the basement somewhere? I'm kicking all the doors in.
Burning y'all up in there together, one. Y'all go down together.
In. All the doors in.
The burning bed. The burning bed.
All of them.
That's right.
All of them. Okay, because my
Did you
grandmother.
Watch the whole documentary, you guys? Because
I didn't watch.
I didn't see it at all.
I'm not watching any of it. They will not get a view from me for airing that stuff right there. No.
Now, I listen to like the people talking about it and stuff like that, but
because I know it's gonna make me upset. I know it's gonna make me upset. I know it's gonna make me upset. You got a full-grown wife. Get that up in my house.
But you know, she was only with him, living with him for a short term because
in my house,
right? When you go,
no, they was married since 1995.
But she wasn't always living with him for all those years. This is how I understood it. However, you're right.
She said she was being locked in somewhere. You ain't locking me up for nothing in my house. Get up out of here with that. But she happened to walk away with what? A $50 million divorce set. Hold on, divorce settlement. How much did she get? $50 million in that
show? I used to watch the show. She first.
Yeah, the exes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she walked away with some cash, boo boo, and a lot of it.
Allegedly, Kerensz. Allegedly.
You ain't locking me up in nothing in my house.
Allegedly, her brother. Allegedly, the dude that called himself her brother said that since he hasn't been paying her child support, she has no job. She will not get a job, and she's only coming out now so she can ride this with the book deals and this and that because she don't want to work. And he said that he cares about her, but he fed up.
She's a dancer. She's had a career for a long time.
She did
A
his videos.
choreographer.
Yeah.
A choreographer. She did some
Right.
of his videos. A
Mhm.
choreographer. Okay, Miss Choreographer. Let me say this because I don't feel no type of way about that either. He was balling you out for years. You should have some money saved up. Not only should you have some money saved up, you should have some money invested.
Well, we don't know how he controlled the money. We don't know that.
And the divorce settlement, she got
Okay.
$50 million. I'll say it again.
Did he
$50
pay it?
million.
Because I thought the whole thing
$50
was
million.
that they were gonna pay it.
$50 million. That's what the judge agreed on.
But it doesn't mean they paid it.
Furthermore, she was getting a whole bunch of child support. So I don't want to hear what she's talking about. She was getting paid at one point in time. He was paying her big time. Her kids grown now. They grown. They all the way grown. Or about grown. So you just set up for all these years, have access to all this money. And now you don't have nothing. Get up out of here with that. That's poor money management right there.
Look how Shaq wife did. Look what Shaq wife did. Shaq wife played it smart. She started moving money.
Right.
And by the time he divorced her, she still got all that money. And then he found out later she had moved this money, but it was too late. She played it smart. There was one smart woman.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're not running no money up in the house that I don't have access to. We married. You can forget that. That's a dead issue. That issue, dead things don't live. Don't ever bring that back up. That would have been number one. You dead that issue. I got access to all the monies. If I don't have access to all the monies, you get none of the honeys.
Yeah.
None of this here. I will shut it
It's
down.
easy for us to say that. I just think that some women
No, I don't.
it's better
Her
to,
she don't get a pass from me. She don't get a pass from
you
me.
don't get no pass because I don't know the whole story.
No,
I only
she
know
ain't
what I
getting no
see on
pass.
TV. However,
She ain't
there's
getting no
always three
pass.
sides to every story.
And she was on Hollywood Exes talking about, oh, you kept the name. Oh, got married again. She got married again too. She was married again too.
For a very short time because he used her and she divorced him like a year later.
And what, she couldn't see that he was using her? She got issues. She got some serious issues. She got some serious issues.
Her issue is she has a nice body, but she like a man in the face. That's an issue. That's an issue. She got a nice body, but she like a man.
But later. Hey. I'm saying you didn't even know he was married, right? You not get ready to marry me and then talk about you not claiming me. What is that? I'm just gonna be like a little hornet somewhere off into a corner. I don't think so. A wife is to be worn like a crown. You're gonna wear me like a crown. And like I said, he would have just had one time. You only got one time. One time. One time. One time.
Kerensz, which way you tapped him on the shoulder? He been jumping when you.
See, and I have to go back to real stories.
What,
Because
baby?
Like I said,
What, baby?
like I said, okay, I grew up around, and people need to understand. Some of my friends went to private schools, okay, the private elite schools where their parents paid tuition like they were going to college. However, when it came to their spouses, and yeah, they did it for real. Found out he was being unfaithful. Guess how this going down? Some of the other female friends got together with our, with the educated, whatever. Snatched his butt up, and he was being driven around at gunpoint by a whole bunch of females. I'm trying to make this Michigan. I know it's not just up in here in Michigan that do stuff like this. I'm trying to make somebody make this make sense to me.
Well,
because that's the way, and it was like this was getting ready to happen.
But Kerensz,
this how this gonna happen right here, like this right here. Now my
uh,
other friend, her mom, okay, her ex-husband was over to another woman's house, and you know what she did? She poured gasoline all the way around that house, lit that doggone match. You got so much time and was standing in that yard. Bring both of y'all got to bring y'all butts out here because your house getting ready to burn up. That's number one. When they came out the house, she could have killed them. You know what she did? Was shooting at both of them. Now your little silly butts got to run around in your yard since you want to be up over here, laid all up over here, while you got a whole wife and kids at home. Call yourself sneaking, creeping, or whatever. Bring your butt on up out of here. And I know we just didn't. I know it's not just Michigan women that did stuff like this. Somebody make this make sense to me.
well, I tell you, Kerensz, y'all look gangster. Y'all look gangster. I mean, hey.
Now, some women in Michigan was sitting up getting their heads slapped off and head knocked off. But when some of us show up, we like, you better forget all that. You better get that skillet and knock that joker upside the head.
Now that's what we do in the South. We do, instead of hot grits tea night. This is what Mama told me. She says you always keep you some sugar and water on the stove, and if she said it in, if he get to tripping, she said you just ease over there and turn that stove on low or medium, and if he come over there and mess with you, she said you pick that pot up and you throw that hot sugar on him. She says go stick to him, and then you just keep on beating him with that pot when you get through. Now,
somebody make this make sense to me, because my child's father, when we were together, like I said, if anybody ever approached me at any time for any reason behind some stuff you did, I'm coming up on your job, and you don't know when I'm coming on your job, and when I come to your job, I'm coming right. Which means you're going to be looking like a fool being shot at, running all around the parking lot on your job. Nobody better not ever approach me because of a door you open. Nobody better not dare think. Nobody better not ever step up in my face. Not ever step up on my face and ever step to my child. Not ever. I said ever. And he was like, oh, you're so mean. I mean exactly what I'm saying. That's the mean I am.
That's what I was saying. And that's exactly what I did, Kerensz. I went up on the job. They met me at the door and told me, you can't come in here. And I was like, why? They said, because you're going to start some trouble. I said, yeah. And I had to leave.
So when females play this back, when some of the women that play this back that may be a little scared, that fear on up out of you. And I'm not condoning violence. However,
no,
you need to protect yourself. You can get a 2x4 and go up across a joker's back with it. You can get a steel bat, go up across a joker's body with it. You can get a cast iron skillet, a real one, go up beside a joker's body with it. You can get some Smith & Wesson and go up beside some joker's body with it. I'm not condoning violence.
No, how to protect yourself. And not only that, you can snatch your picture off the wall and take his head off. You can pick the lamp up, the base of that lamp, and swing high. So I got swing high.
I said this is pure mob wives. You're just not gonna play my time. You don't get
put it on simmer, and then whatever you can get it on, because it ain't gonna take long.
No, man.
Be like Al. What do you think happened to Al Green? She throw them hot grits.
These women talking about they locked up. You locked up and they got you locked.
If you locked up, you want to be locked up.
Wait a minute. You locked up in the room, but you got access to everything that's locked up in the room. Something is getting ready to become a weapon. If I got to disassemble a bed and hit you with the metal rim that's underneath that joker, when you open up that door, you gonna be laid out.
Now,
take the whole bed apart.
Now, wait a minute. Now, she might have been locked up in. Okay, These are millionaire. The room got the TV, the jacuzzi, everything she want in there. She laid up in there eating bonbons and chilling. That's what she doing. Laid up in there eating bonbons and watching TV.
Make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. And she don't.
Hey, look what Amp said. Kerensz. What you say, Amp? What you say, Amp? What she say to you, Amp? When she showed her up, she said that's supposed to be her baby.
Alan say he used to like what's the name, but Al Green, he also have issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. T9. I just need the people to make this make sense to me. Like I said, for the teenager, for the other ones on there that was teenagers, they, you could you get them a pat because they were teens.
Yeah.
And they you don't expect. Well, we was a different type of teens, but for teens, some of them you don't expect them to, But for her, you're a full grown woman. No, from the south side of Chicago. Excuse me. But if you don't get your
look what Amp said. Amp said she heard I was having a child. I asked her how the heck she found the room. Cause see, that's one thing about us female amps. You got to realize we the FBI if we want to be the FBI, CIA, Criminal Minds, Law and Order, and all of that. Secret Service and all of that. If we want to know something, we will find out.
We will find out and find you.
That's right.
Period. They gotta make this make sense to me. Like I said, I'm not going with her story. I don't believe she's telling the truth. I believe she's an extremely opportunistic female.
Yes, I do too. I agree with you 100%.
Try to sympathize. No. Oh, he wasn't giving up. Hold on. Nope. Nah. She threw. And what did she throw? How much money did that ring cost that she threw in that water?
She ain't throw nothing in no water. You believe that if you want to.
Yes, she did.
She pawned that.
Yes, she did. Nope. He even said she threw it in the water and he saw her put it in there. Yes, she threw that.
She's stupid. I ain't finna throw no $1 million ring in no water. She's stupid as hell. She's stupid.
All them
I ain't finna throw nothing in the water. Well, that's how come she broke now. You shouldn't have thrown it in the water. You should have kept that. You could have hocked it.
Make this make sense to me.
I ain't finna throw away no $500 ring.
One time she was like, "Oh, well, he was behind in his child support," and then he came and paid it all up just like that. So make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. And for a lot of wives like that, I believe they get so accustomed to living this lifestyle till they don't want to come down off of it. But you have to understand, if you gotta humble yourself and come down off this lifestyle so you can live comfortable and have your cash stashed up, do what you have to do. Also, go get your butt a job. For a lot of them, go get your behind a job. That's what I have to say. Go get a job. Get your butt a job. Shucks.
You could have her own dance studio or something.
Right, she did.
Look what Alan said.
How they let her get that fire amp, I don't know. She shouldn't have been allowed up in there. Now, that's some stuff I won't do.
Yeah, no.
That X stuff, once I'm done, I'm done.
I don't know. But wait a minute, Amp. Wait a minute, Chris. Amp, was you still putting the skin on her? Was you still putting the skin on her now? Was you putting the skin on her?
Amp said it was his ex.
That don't mean that.
I just said, were you sneaking, creeping, and
putting the skin on her? Was you still putting the skin on her, Amp?
Alan, you say you believe men lie so much to women, they become master manipulators now. Every woman don't.
Oh, okay, Amp. I believe you too. I believe that. I really believe that.
I believe you, yeah.
I believe that. Actually, Amp, we had already.
T-Night said she could come on to Florida. They got he coding his language up. They got something for her.
Plenty of polls for.
You know, he's talking in code. He's talking in
No,
code.
let me answer Allen's. He said he believed men have lied to women so much that they have become master manipulators. Now, I believe the part where you said men have lied to us so much. I
That's true.
believe we can become master manipulators, but really, in general, if you're a real woman, you're not a manipulator at all. You
You're not
don't
gonna.
want to be manipulated, and you know the red flags and this and that. You have zero tolerance for BS. Zero
No,
tolerance for it.
but my thing is this: you my husband. I don't want you in nobody else's face.
That's
You
right.
supposed to be my father. I'm not getting ready to stay with you. If you want to
That's
be single,
right.
if you're married, be married. You could be married to one person. Three is a crowd.
But the thing of it is, Chris, I don't know how your husband was, but mine was like this. He wanted to be, he was public property all the way around, but he wanted me to be private property. How you gonna be public and I'm private? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. No, not at all. Not with me. Mm-mm. If I'm private, you private. If you public, I'm not public. I'm just not gonna be with you.
T9 said 12, Miss Allen, you learned a lot from women. Yeah, you listen to women, you will learn a lot. Just like if women listen to men, they will learn a lot. T9 said, tell Miss 12 play. Kiddo, he got vacant phones.
And I'm gonna tell you tonight, she can whine on them too. She'll get paid because she can dance. She can dance. She'll get paid. I'm telling you. All she gotta do put a mask on.
Oh, Miss Letha, stop. Yeah, and women can be very crafty. Yeah, they can use their imagination. And King of Diamonds. All right, tonight, King of Diamonds.
Well, let me ask these men this since we got some real men up in here. King Big got some real help with him.
What you get ready to
Okay.
ask? Are we asking on this topic right here, or how these people talking about
Yes,
they've been
yeah, about
crafting
yes,
themselves?
manipulating in men and women. That's what I want to
Okay.
know with us women. Now, we encounter men at the grocery store, at the bank. We always in a position where a man is going to say something to us. But when we care about you guys, we don't do that. We don't mess around. When we love, and we love hard. Okay, so why is it not that men can have a relationship with a woman, just pure sex and no emotional ties.
Say
I know
relation,
you can
pure
do it,
relation.
but I know. But so I have came to the conclusion that men and women brain don't operate the same at all.
Miss Letha, did you read the book Men Are From Mars and Women's Are From Venus?
I need to read that,
Yes, you do.
and that's what they say that it's a total difference.
Yeah, psychologically. They broke it down. Yes. And I want to keep up with my
I
notes
read
here.
Steve Harvey book.
But that other book comes from a psychological perspective, and it's an older book. So let me see what the men are saying. He's saying a woman tears can turn an entire jury. Who gonna answer her question though?
I'm
Who
trying to,
answered?
yeah, I'm trying to get y'all to answer the question. Y'all scared? Don't be scared.
Who gonna
Don't be
ask,
scared.
who gonna answer Miss Lee the question?
Now, Alan, I can agree with you on that too, but still, I disagree 50, and I agree with you 50 on that because you can be the met. Some men can be the met the love of their life, but it's a difference to them because they say it's pure sex. It's no emotional ties. It's just pure relations. That's it.
A person, if I can put my own perspective in, and I'm not a man, you have to teach
That's what I'm
people.
talking about, Al.
You have to teach people how to be faithful. Faithfulness is not something a person can be taught how to be faithful. They can be taught how to become a faithful person all the way around. Um, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, Amp is saying it depends on the individual, Miss Letha. I can't speak for everyone else, but personally, I wouldn't, and in fact, I couldn't be involved. And he talking about intimately having relations with another woman with no emotional attachment. So Amp saying for him, he has to be emotionally attached. It's not gonna be a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. T Night is saying some men like to have their cake and eat it too, and that's true. T-Night.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So basically, it depends on the individual, how his morals and values, and how he thinks.
Yeah, it depends on
Okay.
it depends on the man. It depends on how he thinks. That's what my perspective is. I'm not a man, but from a female perspective, that's my perspective. But you wasn't talking. You was talking to the man. I'm just interjecting.
Hey, but you a woman, so you
But
understand.
from a psychological perspective, when you read the book, you'll see some things in there. Yeah, and YT Knight says some men like to have their cake and eat it too. Like I said, for the and for the parents, because I started off talking to the parents, how you let that happen to your child, and your child just be gone for days as a teenager, and you cool with that? You cool with that? And you
I
talking about
don't
oh
understand it.
they wouldn't let me up in no let me in. They'd be like the house was burnt down. Yeah, yeah, the house is no longer
Exactly.
standing.
Because I'm
Now
going up there and getting mine.
I'm gonna give you either gonna relinquish my child or the whole house gonna be burned down. So what you want to do? What you want to do for the parent or the teenagers? You
Hmm.
didn't know your child was missing all this time, and you talking about, oh, I couldn't get
Exactly, Amp. Exactly.
voluntarily or involuntarily. Which way you want to go?
Okay.
Which way you want to go?
Hmm.
Sitting up there telling me I can't get my a child I gave birth to that I was in labor for. You, as a mother, a child that I was gave labor to, that I gave birth to, excuse me, and was in labor for, you gonna sit up there and tell me somebody I carried for months that I can't get up in the house and get to my child, and you got my child locked into something as a teen? Watch me get up in there and get her.
Oh,
Watch me.
for real. For
Watch me.
real. Could nothing hold me
Watch me
back.
get
Could
my
nothing
child.
hold me back.
Watch me get
Uh-uh.
my child. Watch.
Mm-mm.
Watch. I don't care how many men you had standing out there. Watch. Okay, T Night goes back to answering your question too, Miss Letha. He said it
Okay.
also depends on the man maturity level, and I will agree with you
Yes.
100% on
That's
that, T Night.
now I would agree with that. That's the main answer to me, T Night, is that right there. Depends on a man's maturity level. Because some men are still in boyhood. They hadn't reached manhood yet at all. Because the way they think. And then
Okay,
it
Amp is saying personally, it's disgusting to him to be in the presence of a woman who would be willing to go to bed knowing full well that I don't care about him. Dan said that's
true.
disgusting to him, and Alan said he agreed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Where some
Mm-hmm.
men are the opposite.
Okay. Hmm.
So, like I said, when I'm talking about this particular topic right here, for parents, make this make sense. Make what? My daddy, my father, the teenage boys I was dating, he was rolling up on them packing. Like, yeah, and I'll shoot you. He was one of them fathers, like, yeah, and you get shot too. Yeah, you get shot. So, and I guess in my mind, I would not have dared even attempted to talk about some man twice my age, and I'm 15 years old, getting ready to roll up. I'm getting ready to roll up over there. My daddy would have shot that whole house up.
Okay. And let me say this because AM asked me to do this to remind me to do. We had already talked about. Uh, Corinne's mom is in the hospital,
Miss
and
Lita, I don't like my stuff
you
out
don't
there.
want that.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
no,
Okay.
no,
All right.
no,
Leave it alone.
no,
Okay.
no, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I
We'll
know
leave
what
that
you do. I
alone.
appreciate it, but between us,
Okay. All right. Okay.
no, mm-mm, mm-mm, not that, mm-mm. I appreciate it though. I love it, but no, 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 no. Uh,
But it takes strong black women and men to raise your kids. We really have to raise our kids these days, and
oh,
just, I mean, everything is against them. The police, uh, other kids, the whole world is just against them. And, it's hard for these kids coming up, and you got to really talk to your kids and be honest with them and tell them what's going on in the world. Because, I mean, I can't, man, we went to school, it wasn't this rough. I mean, but it's rough on kids now. It
oh,
really is.
and
Because they got
Adam
all
brings
the shooting in the school. Huh?
Adam brings up another good point. He's saying some people in relationships because of convenience, then they
Would
go
y'all explain to me what Stockholm syndrome is?
through so much and it gets. Oh, okay. And you was reading between the lines. Yeah, I'll put myself out there like that. Y'all know certain things I just do not. But thanks, Am. Certain stuff. I ain't want you even fixing all my stuff up on here. No, that was yeah, Stockholm syndrome. So Miss Letha is saying, men, define this for her. And because she's asking you all, I'm gonna let the man define what it means. Ampersand, he laughed out loud. I'm like, no, we do something a private lie that would have been different. But out here, no.
Oh yeah, Alan. Some people are in a relationship because of need or convenience. Then they go through so much and get closer.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know what?
Oh, okay, Kay Lindsay. Thank you. Hmm.
Hey Lindsay, are you a well, if I thought Kay Lindsay was a female. So I wanted one of the men to define it, but I'm gonna read both definitions.
Okay.
A condition that causes hostages to develop psychological allegiance with their captors as a survival strategy during captivity. Alan, who I know is a man for sure, because K.A. Lindsay, I thought you were a female, but Alan is saying it's a condition that causes hostages to develop psychological allegiance with their capture as a survival during captivity. He went on and explained it again. But since you were talking to the man, I understood, what their
I
definition
got
was
it.
a long time ago.
I
Okay.
understand that. I understand that. I really so
Yeah.
in breaking this up in relationships,
Oh,
you're
Miss
right.
Lindsay, you're our woman. I thought you were a female. I was like, yeah, I wanted
Okay.
the men. No disrespect to you, Miss Lindsay, but I wanted the men to speak out, that the voice be heard, even though I can't hear their voice because they won't come up on the panel. They know what the link is.
Okay. Yeah, for real. And you know
I
what,
guess
Kerensz, we need to have all men's
men,
night.
men up here. I tried to, but so many men that we want to get together. I'm gonna pull some men from somewhere. It's some other men that are. It's some men that I want to come on here. Like I still want to get the attorneys on here to talk about copyrights and stuff like that. But we're gonna privatize that too. Like I said, I got that one man that's coming on here, and we're gonna talk about finances and we're gonna talk about business. That's gonna be on the private live. Um, I got some other group of men I'm talking about too who actually have been in the music industry for years. I want to get them in here in the open live to talk about some copyright music and things like that too. But men, I think going into 2019, a lot of males and males, correct me if I'm wrong, have seen so many things happen on different channels and panels till a lot of times like ample come up here, he don't have a problem with it, but I guess they don't want to, you know be attacked or anything. But on over here on this channel, other people can do what they want to on their channel, but over here you're not getting ready. I'm not gonna let you come over here and just attack. That's not what this channel is for. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna come over here. I don't mind blocking people. I will block you completely. I don't mind saying what I need to say to people, and I do not mind taking people to court. You're not going to do that to people over here. You're not. You're not. Not over here. So I want people, if they coming on here to say what they say, to be good. I'm going to keep it legal. For a reason.
T Night said, when you gonna have the man up talking about finances, Kerensz?
Oh, okay. Tonight, it's going to be one, and he's a license to do what he do, to invest other people's money. He get paid to sit up and handle other people's finances. I have to get with him, and we have to come up with a day and a time. And once we come up with that day and that time, quite naturally, I'll do a save date for that, and I will send everybody who the private links like we did the last time, because last time if you didn't have the link you could not view it, and I want to privatize it because some people go into more of their personal business and don't want everything out here like this for everybody in this environment to see. But when you privatize it, only the people that's in the live can view and see. And I want those people to feel comfortable to share if they're having financial issues, or if maybe if they ask a question that somebody may think is, you know, there's no dumb question to me, but somebody may try to, I don't want people to feel like they're being attacked. That's one reason. And another reason is I'm allowing people to piggyback off some favor I'm getting, because he do charge people to do this. And he's going to come on here and do it for me for free. So it's just a favor that's being done for me. So I want a serious group of people. Not saying that everybody that view or stream this live, but I'm just not going to waste anybody's time like that. I'm not going to waste anybody's time and let everybody just piggyback off my favor like that either. Serious. He going to be about to be, he's a very serious person. He going to get straight down to business. Straight down to be, he going to answer the questions. He going to come on, do serious. Nobody, So okay, you said when I'm having the men's panel. Okay, that's what you're asking about. Miss Lisa said that. Men, when I'm gonna have an all men's panel? We all gonna come up. We all gonna come up here.
Yes.
Ask
and
the
let
men
us
down, ask the men that's down in the chat. King Big.
Okay. T Night and Alan and Amp, you already said that it's kind of hard for you, but maybe we can do it on a day that you're off, Amp. If you have an off day.
We have other men. We have Low Key who be on here. We have King.
And we got King Big.
It's a bunch of men. We have all
we just want to have all men panel.
Wait a minute. We got all my men that be watching me in the bushes, that's been watching me in the bushes for a year, and we be talking in the background.
Yeah.
They may want to come out and be like, "Hi."
Yeah.
Now you can see some of the men that be holding her down.
Yeah, just come up and
in the back.
And let us women be in the audience and ask you guys questions.
I'm still gonna have to be up here though.
This, yeah, for sure. This gonna be a can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? 18 years and older. 18 years and older.
What? Like I said, I had teenage friends, so that I may have to put that on a private. Open it up and then slide it over into a private.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, T Night. You throwing a name out there, bro. T-Night, you being funny right now.
I think the topic needs to be.
No, the men will decide the topic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Amp said it's going to depend on the topic.
Okay.
Amp, for the men, I'm gonna let the men decide it, but I think the topic should be, if it's men in America, black men in America, what black men in America go through. We got Indian men on here. I want to know what the men from a black perspective, a Native American perspective, the different perspectives, a white perspective.
With
just
racism and everything. Yes.
just the issues that in society that men go through. What we get on here as women, we talk about our issues and our struggles, and we keep it power to the people. We keep it 100. But from a male perspective, I would like to hear what they have to say
Mm-hmm.
pertaining to a lot of these topics. I really
Mm-hmm.
do. I want to hear
Mm-hmm.
what they have to say, and I want to hear from men who I respect, not just
Mm-hmm.
any male. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say about topics. I really do. Alan, you can come on up here too. On that men's night. You can come on up here too. What I would love for YouTube to do is to create a different type of user interface. I would like the user interface that's more like the university interface, because the universities, and they've had it for years. Okay, the person who does the live, everybody has a microphone. That's the way the user interface is set up. And you get to decide who will speak at what time, but everybody gets to talk. So everybody's voice can be heard. That's the way I would like to do it, even as opposed to calling in on the phone line. I don't want to call in on the phone line. No. And so people will be able to say what they want to say in a form like this and still tight. I want it set up more. I would like YouTube to go to more of a virtual college university user interface because it's more interactive. Okay, Alan is saying the topic is a man being taught from birth to be a provider for his family. It's hard when every law since I was born was made for a woman, child, or an animal. That would be good because they do have animal got more rights than human beings. It seemed like, and how that happened? How that happened? That would be good, Alan. So when you come up here on that man night panel, can we talk? I'm gonna let y'all just make sure that I had a PowerPoints or whatever points y'all want me to show through y'all live, so I can pull them up and show them when you want me to show them, or when you hit your little topic, and I pull them up and show them. I think that would be great, honestly.
I do too.
It would be. Let the men speak. That's right,
And
Alan. Can we talk? Can we really talk?
you just said it. Let the men speak, Kerensz. Let the men speak.
Let the men speak. Oh, that's gonna be good. Woo! That's gonna be.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yes, it
That's gonna be
is.
good. That's gonna be real good. Y'all gonna make me
Mm-hmm.
get my new. Y'all gonna make me break the new camera out for that one.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all gonna make me break the new camera out for that one and be trying to do the boom shots and everything
Yes, sir.
else.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So, Kerensz, y'all need to start planning this.
Men, you need to get your topics together.
Mm-hmm.
All they have to
Get
do
your
is just
topics together.
all they have to do is just give me a date and a time, and I
That's
show
it.
up.
That's it. It's up to you
Date,
guys.
time, and the topics, so I can put them in there. But other than that, that's on them. I'm just gonna be the facilitator and ask some questions. Oh, T Night said black men and women deciding to date out of their race. Lord have mercy, Jesus. He didn't open the Pandora box. It's gonna be
Yes,
hot.
he is.
It's
Yes,
gonna be
he is.
hot, T Night. You opened
Ooh.
up Pandora's box,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hot,
Ooh.
hot. Amp. Men, Amp is asking the time zone.
I'm Central Time.
I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Alan is on Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
T Night should be on the same time zone I'm on, Eastern Standard. Amp, you're 3 hours behind us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lindsay, you're on Eastern Standard Time too, like me. Okay. Yep, T Night is on Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's gonna be good. Y'all live gonna be fire. The men stuff is gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire. You hear me, Kerensz? It's gonna be fire. Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir.
Is on Pacific. Okay, Pacific time zone.
Standard.
Okay, Pacific. That's where he is. Yeah, Pacific. Yeah, Pacific time. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's Whoa. Y'all gonna make me run up out my chair on that on the midnight when y'all do y'all midnight over here.
You better crunch your pearls.
Y'all
Crunch
gonna
our
make me run
pearls.
up out the chair. I already feel it. Y'all gonna make me run up out this chair. I can feel it. Woo! Y'all gonna make me run out this chair. I need to fan myself already.
Clutch your pearls. Clutch your pearls.
Okay. Yeah. So, men, let me know when you all want to do that. Everybody have my email address. Everybody should have everybody information like Amp, Allen. All you guys can get together. Amp got a channel. T Night got a channel.
Yeah. You can advertise it on your channel.
Go to their channels. I will definitely do a video and plug it over here when y'all give me a date, so I can do a countdown, a video.
And let me shout out T Night for the great videos you've been doing. Amp for the excellent J for K videos you've been doing. Shout out to you guys.
Okay, Amp is giving his.
He's off music.
Alan is saying, like Miss Letha said, get
18 or older. We're going to have to put a disclaimer up. 18 or older.
He said he appreciated Queen. He appreciates you, Miss Letha.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Yeah. Low key be over here. Soup Bone be over here. We have a lot of men that be over here, and that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. We probably gonna have to do a 3-play on that. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. King Bit be over here, and King Bit is Native American, and he said he only date black women, so that's gonna be good.
Yep,
it's gonna be real good. Yep, that's gonna be good. Okay, and with that being said, in my time zone, it is 2:18 in the morning. My child does have to get up and go to school tomorrow.
Okay. That means you got to get up too?
Having said that.
But for real, you guys, don't let us down. This is something that I know myself as a woman. We really want to know your output, your input and stuff. We really want to know.
They go do it. They show up anyway. They go do it.
Okay.
They just need to let me know and give me everybody information. Like I have T Nights, I have Amps, the rest of the guys. I just need their information so I can send them links out so they can be up here.
That's it.
I'm just gonna sit up and facilitate. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, Amp. Good night.
Facilitate, ask questions, and
Good night, Amp. Have a great night at work.
Yeah, thank Amp. Have a good night at work. Have a good night at work. Alan is saying peace. I'm getting ready to say my piece. Gentlemen, that's gonna be fire.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be fire. Gonna make me pull out the professional equipment over here.
That's what I'm talking about. Show them what you're working with.
I like to do. I don't do half of what I could be doing in these lives, and if my friend that I went to school with was over watching me because he's in filming for real. He's in the union, the filming union. And all he would sit up, Kerensz, you got to do boom shots. You got to get the shots at this angle. Okay, boom, go to this shot right here, right there. You got to do that. He would be like, Kerensz, why don't you have, I could tell, why aren't you using da camera? I told you the type of cameras that you needed. Why didn't you get this and that and that? And the lighting, why don't you have your lighting right? And why didn't you build your set in the background? You could have called me and I could have had you a set built. I already know.
Okay.
Make me go professional. Okay, T-Night, I got you. I got the email you want me to send through. Okay, I got it. I got your other one, but I see it. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So, thank everybody for streaming. AM is going, and she would say, bye, Jen.
That's right. That's right.
And thank you all so much. Like I said, it's new year. I'm excited about what's going to happen in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about our private lives that's going to take place, especially the first one that we kicking off with. I'm excited about the men who going to jump up here and say, do they bid thing. That's gonna
yes, that's going to be very, very good.
That's going to be really interesting because I'm going to ask a whole bunch of questions.
And sure. Me too. Ooh.
That's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with that being said, I have to say, everybody, good night. Have a pleasant evening. Have a pleasant night. Have a pleasant week. AM would say, bye, Chad. Mm-hmm. So, Miss Letha.
Good night, y'all. And we'll see y'all.
We'll see y'all at the top. We'll see y'all sitting at the top like us. We'll see y'all on the next level.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye,
Good night, y'all. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye.